Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone, wherever you're at in the world. Welcome to Last Drafts Baseball's live commentary of the Nippon Professional Baseball League. Tonight, we are going to be bringing you the fifth game, or check that, the fourth game of the series between the Yokohama DeNA BayStars and the Fukuoka Softbank Hawks. This game here is one game difference in the series, as the BayStars are one game behind the Hawks, as they picked up a victory last night. Each of the road teams have won games in this series, as Fukuoka went into Yokohama to win both matches. Now it is a game that is going to be, as takes place tonight, one of these ones as well. Our friend Joe is in the house. We have everybody that will be checking in, I'm sure, tonight, whether you listen live or on delay. It's been some late nights here for us, and we've had our struggles in being able to bring you some of it through feeds or not, but we have a feed here for tonight. But first of all, we're going to give you the starting lineups, first of all, from the visitors from Yokohama. Leading off and in center field is number 1, Masayuki Kuwahara. Batting second at second base is number 2, Shugo Maki. Hitting third and left field is number 25, Yoshi Satsugo. The cleanup spot and doing the designated hitting is number 3, Tyler Austin. Batting in the 5th, 6th, and right field is number 58, Koki Kajiwara. Hitting 7th at first base is number 7, Kaida Sano. Batting 8th and doing the catching is number 10, Yasutaka Tobashira. And batting 9th at shortstop is number 6, Kaido Mori. And they're going to be facing Shuda Ishikawa, who takes to the hill. He had a 7-2 record in the regular season. He had 63 1/3 innings pitched. He allowed 51 hits, 18 runs, all of which were earned. He walked 12 and struck out 52, and he had an ERA of 2.56. Now your starting lineup for the home team for the Fukuoka Softbank Hawks. Leading off in right field is number 9, Yuki Yanagita. Batting second in center field is number 23, Yukio Shudo. Hitting third and playing third base is number 24, Ryoya Kurihara. In the cleanup spot and playing first base is number 25, Hotaka Yamakawa. Batting fifth and doing the designated hitting is number 3, Kensuke Kondo. Batting in the 6th spot and playing shortstop is number 6, Kenta Imamiya. Batting 7th and at second base is number 8, Taisi Makihara. Batting 8th and doing the catching is number 19, Takuya Kai. And batting 9th, a bit of a surprise in left field tonight, is number 44, Yasu Sasagawa, as he will be manning the spot in left field. And starting tonight for the Yokohama DeNA BayStars, it'll be Anthony Kay, who takes to the hill with a 6-9 record. He's worked 136 2/3 innings. He's allowed 130 hits, 61 runs, 52 have been earned. He walked 53 and struck out 119 in the regular season. And he's got himself a 3.42 earned run average. Well, those are your starting lineups. The first pitch is just around the corner as they're coming out to do their ceremonial first pitch. Will be underway right after this. Appreciate you guys for jumping in here with us tonight on the Last Drafts Baseball YouTube channel. Glad we could make it in, and we're glad you guys can make it in too. We'll be right back here with the start of Game 4 in just a few. Welcome back, everybody. The ceremonial first pitch has just taken place, and our first pitch is just around the corner. We'll be back in 30 with all the action. Appreciate you guys for being here with us tonight. Welcome back, everybody. Ishikawa is just completing his warm-up tosses, and we'll be ready to get this one underway here in just a couple moments. Coming to bat here for Yokohama to lead it off, it'll be Kuwahara, Maki, and Setsugo to get things going for the BayStars. Turning point here tonight. The BayStars going to be able to pick themselves up a victory, and if they can, they will even up the series at 2 games apiece. The 5th game of the series goes tomorrow night. That could be a major pivot point in this one. Well, here we go, everybody. We are ready to get game 4 underway here tonight as the right-hander Ishikawa is ready to go, and the umpire has signaled to play ball. The first pitch on the way is a fastball taken for a called strike, and the count is quickly 0-1, and we are underway at 6:34 Japan time for this one here. For Kuwahara, he is 5 for 14 in the series as he swings at a fastball and chops it softly to short. Emamiya charges it, fields it, and throws to first. And Kuwahara is retired on a groundout 6-3. So 1 up and 1 away here for Yokohama. And that is going to bring up the second baseman, Shugo Maki. For Maki, he is 2 for 13 in the series. He's got no homers and 2 runs batted in, as he steps to the plate here to face Ishikawa. Ishikawa works from the stretch position despite nobody on base, as he works himself and delivers. It is a fastball that misses down and away, and the count is quickly 1-0 to Maki. Maki is the spark plug of the BayStars. He can really swing the bat as he takes a fastball at the knees for a called strike. The count is 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Batting from the right side here as he asks for time, and the umpire grants it here as Ishikawa is ready to go to work. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball misses outside, and the count now goes to 2-1. We'll say this, that Ishikawa, when there are no runners on base, he works extremely quick, as there is a breaking ball that misses outside, and the count goes to 3-1 on Maki. Our friend Tudo is in the house. We welcome you to the stream tonight. As everybody else that does check in, there's a fastball swung on. This is belted way foul into the seats down the left field line, and the count now is 3 balls and 2 strikes. Our Filipino friend says, will the BayStars survive another day? I would have to think they may. Here comes the pitch. Fastball comes inside, and it looks like it is fouled away there by Maki. It's right at the feet of the catcher, Kai. We'll get a look at that on the replay again. The ball had a lot of arm side run to it. He had checked his swing and fouled it straight down into the catcher. Keeps the count at 3-2. Here's the pitch from Ishikawa. It's a fastball swung on and missed. Oh, that last pitch poured in at 93 miles an hour on our gun. And Maki is in the books. He's gone for the second out of the inning. 2 up and 2 away here for the BayStars. And that's going to bring up the left fielder, Yoshi Setsugo. I have to say, I think that the BayStars, if I was putting nickels down on this one here tonight, I'm leaning toward the BayStars in this one. I think Anthony Kay is going to have to come up big and give them their import money worth here in this one. Here's the pitch. First pitch delivered to Setsugo misses down for a ball, and the count is quickly 1-0. Setsugo in the series is 2 for 9. He's got no homers and 1 run batted in. Pitch is a breaking ball taken for a called strike on the inside corner, and the count runs even to 1-1. Setsugo did not get the start in the first game, but he did come off the bench as a pinch hitter. He has started the last pair as he swings through a fastball and misses, and the count now goes to 1-2. We commented in one of the earlier games in the series that Setsugo, when he was in baseball, he was playing with Tampa Bay. When they played the Dodgers in the World Series, there's a split finger pitch missing down, and the count's 2-2. That he had a batting average that was about 130 points lower when he was facing pitchers that threw 95 or above his regular batting average. And so the analytics told him that he wasn't going to come to play. There's a fastball swung on. It's grounded off the pitcher, fielded by the third baseman, Kurihara, who fires to first. And they're going to get Setsugo. That's going to go into the books as a ground out. 1-5-3 on the putout. And that is going to do it here in the first inning for the BayStars. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left the board as they go in order. We are through a half inning. It is Yokohama nothing and Fukuoka coming to bat. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back in just a few with all the action. Appreciate you for jumping in here tonight on the Last Rouse Baseball YouTube channel.
Hello, this is Eric Fox, formerly of the Oakland A's and Texas Rangers baseball teams. If you want to learn about Japanese baseball, see Coach Fred with Last Raps Baseball. If you want baseball instruction, see Coach Fred. If you want to learn about golf, do not go to Coach Fred. Fred, what kind of club is this?
At Last Raps Baseball, we know baseball. Welcome back, everybody. We are moving to the bottom of the first inning. It is going to be Yuki Yanagita, Yukio Shudo, and Ryoya Kurihara to come to bat for the Hawks in their half of inning number one. Interesting, you can just see the difference between a regular season game and a Japan series or a playoff game, as it is a little bit extra in between innings. We've noted that in the years past. I'm sure an extra 30 seconds here or there to be able to get you the commercials in Japan is what is needed, as that is what is normally here tonight. Normally we have our own stuff queued up pretty good, but it is a little bit extra here tonight. Anthony Kay has completed his warm-up tosses, and he's ready to resume the action as the American left-hander takes to the hill here for the bottom half of the first inning. Kay working from the left side. He rocks himself into the windup and delivers. It's a first pitch fastball swung on and missed. Count is quickly 0-1. That pitch was at 93 on our gun. Yanagita batting from the left side. He's 4 for 13 in the Japan series. As the pitch is another fastball swung on, and this one's tapped softly foul over on the first base side. The count now runs to 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes to Yanagita. Our Filipino friend said when the Yankees needed a hero, they called on Anthony Volpe. That is for sure. The Yankees, of course, knocking off the Dodgers last night, as there is a fastball that misses down and away, and the count now goes to 1-2 on Yanagita. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, Kay also working quickly, delivers a breaking ball that's waved at and missed. And Yanagita goes into the books for the first out of the inning, 1 up and 1 away. And that'll bring up the center fielder, Yukio Shudo. Well, defensively tonight for Yokohama, from left to right field, it is Hitsugo in left. The center fielder is Kuwahara. The right fielder is Kajiwara. Around the horn from first to third, Sano is at first. The second baseman's Maki. Ori is the shortstop, and Miyazaki at third with the battery of Kei and Toba Shihira. And the first pitch delivered to Shudo misses up and in for a ball, and the count is quickly 1-0. Shudo 5 for 13 in the Japan series, as the lefty delivers a fastball that's taken for a called strike, and the count goes even to 1-1. That last pitch there was approaching 96 miles an hour from Anthony Kay. Here's the offering again. Fastball swung on, and Shudo fouled it right off. That was at 95 on the gun. 1 ball and 2 strikes it is. I have to say that Yukio Shudo is going to have to be a fire starter here in the series. There's a breaking ball that is waved at and missed. Back-to-back strikeouts to begin this one as Shudo's in the books. 2 up and 2 away. That's going to bring up the third baseman, Ryoya Kurihara. One would have to think that the Hawks, if I was managing against them, I'd have to run a steady diet of left-handers out against them with Yanagita, Shudo, Kurihara, Kondo. I think of the run of left-handers they have in the lineup as that fastball misses down and away, and the count is 1-0 to Kurihara. Kurihara is 5 for 10 here in the Japan Series. No homers and 1 run driven in. Kei delivers another fastball that misses outside, and the count now runs to 2-0. So 2 balls and no strikes. Kei rocking into the windup and delivering. There's a fastball that is checked swing on by Kurihara, but he wasn't able to hold up. That's going to run the count now to 2-1. So 2 balls and 1 strike as the lefty Kei again rocks and delivers. Fastball swung on and lifted foul into the seats over on the third base side. I have to say, rather impressed with Kei here in the beginning. Our good friend Influence is in the house. He says, "Let's go BayStars." Appreciate you for popping in here tonight. As the lefty rocks and delivers, there is a fastball that just misses outside. Kei was bouncing off the mound as if it was going to be strike 3. He had to throw on the brakes as the home plate umpire didn't see eye to eye with him. It was a nice frame job there by the catcher, Tobashihira. So here comes the 3-2. Fastball swung on and missed. And Anthony Kei has struck out the side here in the first inning, and that is going to do it for the Hawks. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left aboard. We're now through 1 complete. Your score is the Hawks 0 and the BayStars 0. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back in just a few with all the action. Our friend Redbeard also in the house. We welcome you as well. Hang tight, everybody. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back, everybody. It is going to be the top of the second inning. It'll be Tyler Austin, Toshiro Miyazaki, and Koki Kajiwara to come to bat here for the BayStars. Our friend Redbeard Breaks, who stopped in. Jimmy says, waiting for Ohtani to get that 1 hit to win the series and be the hero. Well, the way things are being scripted right now for the Dodgers, Freddie Freeman may have something to say about that as he will look to possibly hit yet another home run. It's unbelievable, the series that he has going on. Tyler Austin, who fouled the ball off his foot in game 1, missed game 2. And he is in the right spot here as he's DHing again here tonight. Takes a fastball over for a called strike. The count is 0-1. Austin led the Central League in batting average. He's 2 for 5 in the Japan Series. Batting from the right side here against the righty. There's a fastball taken for a called strike. The count goes to 0-2. They said the swelling in his foot and the discomfort hasn't been going down as quickly as he's wanted. He is wearing some extra protection on the left foot. As the pitch is on the way, it's a breaking ball that misses down and away, and the count goes to 1-2. I mentioned it before that when you look at some of these hitters with the velocity of the pitches and the foul balls that come off their feet or their shins, you can do a lot of damage. There's a fastball swung on. This ball is lifted into straightaway center field. And that is going to get down for a base hit. And Austin has the first hit of the ball game with a leadoff single here in the second inning. That's going to bring up the third baseman, Toshiro Miyazaki. Our Filipino friends, he says he's hoping the injury to Ohtani earlier in the series isn't going to limit his power. Well, the good news, I guess, for Ohtani, it's his left shoulder. It's not his lead shoulder for hitting. And certainly that's also good news from the throwing side, as the left shoulder is not necessarily the one that will be impacted as much as it would be the right. The first pitch to Miyazaki is a fastball taken for a called strike. The count is quickly 0-1. Miyazaki struggling here in the Japan series. He is 1 for 10. As the pitch is on the way, it's a fastball swung on. Oh, he was right on that pitch. He fouls it straight back, and the count now goes to 0-2. Miyazaki had an outstanding start to the 2023 campaign last year. He got off to a tremendous start. He was flirting with the 400 mark for much of the first half of the season. There were a couple of injuries that caught up with him, and he tapered off. There is a fastball that misses down and away. Count is 1-2. Friend Anthony in the house tonight. He says, who do you think wins this one? I think we're going to see a BayStar victory tonight. I'll make this a really interesting series if we get to 2-2. That'll mean we'll have game 5 tomorrow night. There's the breaking ball swung on. It is lifted foul down the right field line, and it goes off the netting into the temporary seating. Count remains at 1-2 to Miyazaki. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. I do anticipate that this series will, if the BayStars win, I can see it easily going to 7 games and maybe even more. The first 7 games, they do have a innings limit of 12. There's a breaking ball that is outside, but the home plate umpire goes up with the right hand as he says Miyazaki went around. He goes down on strikes for the first out of the inning. So 1 gone, and that'll bring up the right fielder, Koki Kojiwara. Well, defensively tonight for the Hawks, from left field to right field, it is going to be Sasagawa is in left. The center fielder is Shudo. The right fielder is Yanagita. Around the horn from first to third, Yamakawa at first. The second baseman, Makihara. The shortstop of Imamiya and the third baseman of Kurihara, with Ishikawa and Kai as the battery. The first pitch delivered to Kajiwara was swung on and missed, and the count is quickly 0-1. And the pitch on the way, it's a fastball that misses inside, and it's now 1-1 to Kajiwara. Anthony says he's putting the house on this one. I don't know if I'd put the house on this one, but maybe the bedroom or possibly even the living room. You might want to put the living room on this one. As the pitch is on the way, it's a breaking ball that misses upstairs. Count now goes to 2-1 on Kajiwara. Kajiwara, he's had a pretty solid series. He's 5 for 12 in this one. Yes, he has had some important hits, including an RBI, as there's a fastball swung on. It is lifted into shallow left field. Coming underneath it and making the catch is Sasagawa. And that is going to retire Kajiwara for the second out of the inning. So 2 gone with the runner on first. That's going to leave it all up to the first baseman, Kaida Sano. Well, for Sano, the first baseman of the BayStars, he has struggled in this series. He is 1 for 10 so far. That's from the left side here against the right-handed throwing Ishikawa. As he waggles the bat, here comes the first pitch. It's a breaking ball down and in. Nice stop there by the catcher, Takuya Kai. So 1 ball and no strikes. Sano waggling the bat. Yamakawa not really holding Austin at first base. He's off the bag a couple of steps. There's a breaking ball that misses down and in. The count now goes to 2-0. Based on the scouting report, one would expect Austin not to be off to the races anytime soon. Certainly with that injury sustained in game 1 of this series. I would also think that any ball that would have to be hit, you would have to think that Austin's probably going to be going station to station. Fastball swung on, chopped over the head of the first baseman into right field, rounding second and making his way to third is Austin. But boy, oh boy, he labored in pain. Sano has got himself a single. Austin stops at third. That's going to bring up the catcher, Toba Sahira. With 2 outs, the BayStars have something brewing here as they're looking to jump on the Hawks for the first run of the ball game. So a single to start the inning and another one with 2 out have runners at the corners. And Toba Sahira coming to the plate. And for Toba Sahira, he is 2 for 10 in the series. The backstop of Yokohama. You could just see Austin, the way that he takes his lead off a third, he is hobbling pretty good. I'm sure they probably will work on him even when he's out of the game. I would be thinking they're going to probably get him some treatment, even on between innings before he comes to bat again. And here comes the first pitch. It is a breaking ball swung on. It is popped up over on the left side. Kenta Imamiya underneath it. He's calling everybody off. He makes the catch. And that is going to do it. That's not a very productive at bat by Toba Sahira as he's gone for the third out of the inning. No runs in the inning on 2 hits. There were no errors, and there were 2 runners left aboard. We're now through 1.5. It is the BayStars nothing and the Hawks nothing. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back in just a few with all the action. Appreciate you guys for hanging in here with us tonight on the Last Raps Baseball YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody. It is going to be the heart of the batting order to come to bat for the Hawks here in inning number 2. That means Hotaka Yamakawa, Kensuke Kondo, and Kenta Imamiya to face Anthony Kay, who will be on for his second inning of work. Kay struck out the side in inning number 1 as he has retired all the left-handed batters that he faced in order. As we said tonight, still a very left-handed heavy lineup for the Hawks, especially at the top of the order. But you have to tip your hat to the Japanese. They're going to go with their best players. They don't get into the matching like we see so regularly now in Major League Baseball. Put your best guys out there and let's go at it. So that brings Yamakawa to the plate. He's 3 for 11 in the series. And the first pitch is a breaking ball that he waves at and misses, and the count is quickly 0-1. Yamakawa had a homer and 3 runs batted in the second game of the series. And it has been surrounded by a lot of nothing. There was a fastball swung on it as chop foul right at home plate. The count now goes to 0-2. Yamakawa in 2022 led the Pacific League in home runs with the Saitama Seibu Lions. Some of his off-field challenges were well documented as he missed pretty much all of last season. There's a breaking ball waved at and missed. It is dropped by the catcher, Toba Sahira, who picks it up and fires to first. It's going to go down as a strikeout, 2-3 on the put-up. So the first 4 batters faced have all gone down on strikes here against Anthony Kay, and that'll bring up the designated hitter, Kensuke Kondo. So you got to tip your hat to K tonight. He has come out on fire. Only 17 pitches so far for the right-hander. And retiring the first 4 batters. Kondo steps in. He's 2 for 3 in the series. No homers and an RBI. Takes a first pitch fastball for a called strike. The count is 0-1. Kondo had a bit of an issue as well toward the end of the year as he had rolled his ankle. He didn't get the starts at all in Yokohama, but he did get the start as the designated hitter last night. Breaking ball swung on. This is grounded softly over to second. Fielded by Mackey. He throws to first. And Kondo is going to be retired on a ground out 4-3. So 2 up and 2 gone here in the second inning, and that's going to bring up the shortstop, Kenta Imamiya. Well, for Imamiya, he has batted all over the order here for the Hawks. He has been in the 3 spot. He's been in different places so far in this series, but tonight he's finding himself in the 6th spot. 4 for 12, no homers and 2 runs driven in the Japan series. The first pitch fastball is taken for a called strike. It is quickly 0-1. Again, K is still sitting at 95 on the gun as he has come out on fire. Here's the 0-1. Fastball again, taken for a called strike, and now Imamiya's in the hole at 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes. Left-hander against the right-hander. K delivers. There's a fastball that misses up and away. And that count now is 1 ball and 2 strikes. That last pitch was at 96 on the gun, so he was dialing it up a little bit. Here we go, back to work as he rocks into the windup and delivers. There's a breaking ball that misses down. Good job there by Imamiya to hold up on that pitch. The count now runs to 2-2 on Imamiya. 0-0 Hawks and BayStars, bottom of the second inning. Left-hander K rocks into the windup and delivers. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses upstairs. It now runs full to Imamiya, so he's battled him all the way back to the full count. As K again ready to rock and deliver. Here comes the payoff pitch. He rocks into the windup, kicks and fires. Fastball swung on and missed. 5 of the 6 outs have been down on strikes as Anthony K is flashing some heat here tonight. 3 up and 3 down for the Hawks in inning number 2. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left the board. We're now through 2 complete. Your score is Yokohama 0 and Fukuoka 0. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back with inning number 3 in just a few. Appreciate you guys for hanging in here with us tonight on the Last Raps Baseball YouTube channel. Hang tight. We'll be back after this. Welcome back, everybody. It is going to be the 9, 1, and 2 hitters slated to come to bat here for Yokohama in inning number 3. That means Kaito Mori, and the top of the order in Masayuki Kuwahara and Shugo Maki to face the right-hander Shuda Ishikawa. It is game 4 of the Japan series, and we are glad you guys could dial in here with us tonight. We struggled the last couple of nights to get the games off. We had some struggles with the feed, and I have to tell you, the game 2, it was more because of personal reasons. We just couldn't get it done. The other part of our life does get in the way, and we do enjoy doing these games, but It doesn't pay the bills. So that is going to be Mori, Kuwahara, and Maki. And the first pitch is a fastball taken for a called strike. The count is quickly 0-1. Mori, 3 for 10 in this series. He's got no homers and 1 RBI. As the pitch is on the way, it is a fastball that misses up and away. And the count now goes even to 1-1. Right-hander against the left-hander. Ishikawa gets his sign, and he works quickly. As the pitch is on the way, it's a fastball swung on and missed. Now the count goes to 1-2. Both teams looking to get on the scoreboard here tonight. As the pitch is a breaking ball swung on, and it is knife foul just past the dugout of the BayStars, and the count remains at 1-2 to Mori. BayStars had the best opportunity in the last inning with a pair of hits, but stranded runners on the corners. There's a breaking ball swung on and tap foul behind home plate, and the count remains at 1-2. 31 pitches through the first 2 innings for the right-hander Ishikawa, as he has been right on schedule. There's a fastball that misses down, and it catches the catcher Takuya Kai. It's going to be a ball here that runs the count to 2-2 as he chases it up the first baseline in a little bit of pain. So 2 balls and 2 strikes it is. Right-hander again getting the sign from his catcher, and now he kicks and fires. Fastball swung on and lifted foul down the left field line. The count remains at 2-2. We do thank everybody who is up with us here late tonight, whether you're listening in North America, in Europe, or possibly even in Asia. You guys could be here on the call with us tonight. There's a fastball that misses inside. It's now 3-2 to Mori. Be an interesting situation if the 9-hole hitter gets on. What they would do with their leadoff man. Here's the pitch. There's a breaking ball swung on. It is popped up on the third base side. It's in foul territory. Kurihara over, and he makes the catch in front of the temporary seating. And that is going to retire Mori for the first out of the innings. So 1 gone here. Bring up the top of the order in Kuwahara. While Masayuki Kuwahara is 0 for 1 in this one, he has grounded to short his only trip to the plate. And for those of you listening in North America, we welcome you, especially in the early morning on the East Coast. First pitch is a changeup that catches the outside corner, taken for a called strike, and the count is 0-1. Kuwahara grounded to short his first time up tonight to open the ball game. Here's the pitch. Another fastball taken for a called strike, and the count now goes to 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes it is. Right-hander gets the sign from Kai. He rocks into the windup and delivers. There's a breaking ball swung on. It's grounded softly down the first baseline, but just foul past the bag, and that's going to keep the count at 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes to Kuwahara. Our friend Joe says, checking in for the East Coast. That's right, Joe. One for you guys. That's a W for you in the column. As that breaking ball misses down, and the count now goes to 1-2 on Kuwahara. We're going to have to take a little extended musical break in between. We got to refresh our drink pretty quickly here. 1-2 on the way. It's a fastball swung on. It's going to be lined softly right to the second baseman, Makihara. As he backpedals onto the outfield grass, that is going to retire Kuwahara for the second out of the inning. So he goes in the books for out number 2, and that's going to leave it up to the second baseman, Shugo Maki. Some of the folks were asking us who we thought was going to win this one here tonight, and as we mentioned, I think it is going to be the BayStars are going to even this series. There's a fastball swung on. It has popped up behind home plate, but it's going to reach the seats, and the count is 0-1. And if that's the case, it'll set up quite the potential for an exciting finish. So no balls and one strike to Mackey as the right-hander kicks and delivers. There's a fastball, another one swung on and fouled straight back. Oh, Mackey's right on those pitches. Better find something else. That pitch there looked like it was more of a cutter that didn't really cut. Just sort of hung in the zone. Here's the 0-2 pitch. There's a fastball swung on it, is chopped softly over to the shortstop, and Mamiya. He throws to first. Mackey's gone. That's 3 up, 3 down again. Nice job of pitching here by Ishikawa as he gets the BayStars in order. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left the board. We're moving to the bottom half of the third inning. Your score is the Yokohama DeNA BayStars 0, and the Fukuoka Softbank Hawks 0. Hang tight, everybody. We'll be back in just a few. We're going to go refresh our drink and hopefully be able to bring you the rest of this ball game without any interruptions in our end. Hang tight, guys. We'll be back after this. Welcome back, everybody. We're back into the saddle, but we're only halfway through. It is going to be the Fukuoka Ball Club coming to bat here in just a few. Appreciate you guys for jumping in here with us tonight. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back, everyone. It is going to be the bottom third of the batting order. That means Taisi Makihara, Takuya Kai, and Yoshiyasu Sasagawa. I have to get used to saying Sasagawa's last name, as it'll be his first appearance in the Japan series. He did make one catch earlier on in the game. A little bit of an eyebrow raiser for us that he would be getting the start, but one would assume because he is hitting right-handed. That's why he's there. The first pitch delivered to Makihara is a fastball taken for a called strike. And the beat continues here for Anthony Kay. He just keeps pouring the strikes in here. Makihara, another left-handed hitter in the lineup, swings and lifts a pop-up in the infield. Camping out underneath it is the shortstop, Mori. And he is going to be retired for the first out of the inning. So 1 up and 1 quickly gone for Fukuoka in the bottom of the third. That's going to bring up the catcher, Takuya Kai. And for Kai, well, he's 0 for 8 in the series. He's got no homers and 1 RBI. So not known for his offense as much as he's known for his defense. Kai looking to get something started for the Hawks anywhere here. As the lefty K delivers a first pitch fastball, taken for a called strike, and the count is 0-1. Have to say that last pitch to Kai looked like it was up in the zone. So that's starting to tell me now that the umpire is probably going to give Kay the benefit of the doubt. He's been around the zone all night. As the 0-1 is on the way, there's a fastball that misses upstairs. The count now goes even to 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike it is. Excited to be able to give you guys the action here tonight as the 1-1 is on the way. Fastball swung on and popped foul over on the first base side. And now the count goes to 1-2 on Kai. 5 strikeouts in the first 2 innings for the American left-hander, as he has come out on fire here. See if he can maintain his heater through the latter parts of the innings. Here's the pitch. Fastball backs Kai off the plate, and the count now goes to 2-2. That last pitch there was at 96 on the gun. So Kay has been relentless tonight with the fastball. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. As he rocks and delivers, there's a breaking ball swung on, chopped softly down the third baseline. It is fielded by Miyazaki, but it is going to be a foul ball as that ball had just been hooked a little bit. Kai's going to look at his piece of lumber. See if that's going to be all right. We get a look at it ourselves on the replay, and yeah, right call there by the home plate umpire. As it remains 2-2 to Takuya Kai. Kai steps himself in, as we said, looking for the first hit of the series. As the lefty K rocks himself into the windup, and he kicks and delivers. There's a breaking ball, waved at and missed. Kai's in the books for the second out of the inning, and that's going to leave it all up to the left fielder, Yoshiyasu Sasagawa. And for Sasagawa, as we said, it's going to be his first plate appearance of the Japan series. As we mentioned, it was one of those question marks. We're a little bit surprised with all the options, and he's also a left-handed stick, as there's a breaking ball that misses down and away, and the count is quickly 1-0. Why did he get the selection and maybe not some of the others on the 40-man roster? We'll have to see what the decision is after the game on this. There's a breaking ball that misses down and away. Count now goes to 2-0. He was 6 for 21 during the season with a homer and a couple RBIs in limited action. As he swings through a fastball, and the count now goes to 2-1. So 2 balls and 1 strike. Watching that last swing, the word I would use is overmatched. There's a fastball that misses down and away. Count now goes to 3-1 on Sasagawa. Again, the lefty K kicks and delivers. Fastball swung on and missed, and the count now goes to 3-2. So one would think Anthony K is going to have to power up and go right after the left-handed hitting Sasagawa. Again, the lefty delivers. Fastball swung on, chopped over to third. Miyazaki fields it on a hop, fires across the diamond, and Sasagawa's in the books. It's a ground out, 5-3 to end the inning. And again, the Hawks go in order. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left the board. They're now through 3 complete. Your score is the BayStars nothing and the Hawks nothing. Stick around, everybody. The top of the 4th is just around the corner, and we appreciate you guys for hanging in. And we'll be right back after this. Welcome back, everybody. We are moving ourselves to the top of inning number 4. Our friend Influence says that under's looking solid. A lot of game left, though. Yeah, well, you think about game 1, there were 8 runs scored in the first game of the series, and 6 of them were scored in the 9th inning. And both of these teams have had a propensity to score runs late. It really hasn't mattered who has come on in relief. as they can do it to anybody. What it is going to be the 3, 4, and 5 hitters to come to bat here, which means Satsugo, Austin, and Miyazaki to face the right-hander Ishikawa. Both pitchers have been brilliant here tonight, not allowing a run. As the left-handed hitting Satsugo steps in 0 for 1 tonight as he grounded out his first time up. Takes a breaking ball down for ball 1. Count is quickly 1-0. 48 pitches through the first 3 innings for Ishikawa. As the right-hander ready to go again. As he kicks and fires, it is a breaking ball waved at and missed, and the count now goes to 1-1. Our friend Influence says he'd like to have a game 7. I'd like to have a game 8. If one of these games ends in a 12-inning tie, there'll be potential for an 8th game. There's a breaking ball that is taken for a called strike. The count now goes to 1-2. How cool would that be? If I remember correctly, off the top of my head, it was a series that involved the Carp a number of years back, maybe about 10 years ago, that ended up going 8 games. Fastball swung on and fouled away, and the count goes to 1-2. They will play tie games here through the first, if I remember correctly, first 6 games of the series. Game 7 and on, that it'll be till the death, as there's a fastball swung on and lifted foul into the temporary seating down the left field line, and the count remains at 1-2 to Satsugo. That would be kind of neat, though, to have an extra game, an 8th game. Everybody all tied up at 3, and then the possibility of a tie game in one of these 7 games. As that breaking ball misses down, and the count now goes to 2-2. Ishikawa ready to go back to work again. But now time has been called as Satsugo asks for time, a little bit late, mind you. This game here has had some pretty good tempo and pace so far. There's a fastball swung on and missed, and Satsugo's in the books. He's gone for the first out of the inning. 1 up and 1 away, and that'll bring up the designated hitter, Tyler Austin. So Austin tonight is 1 for 1. He had a single to center field his first time up. As we were saying, when he came to the plate, you can see he's really, really struggling to move. Limping quite a bit. And one would expect that he is probably going to see some limited action here as that fastball misses inside for a ball. Count is 1-0. Our friend Joe says that game 1 looked like it was going to be an under until the 9th inning happened. Breaking ball taken for a called strike. The count is 1-1. I can only imagine some of the people who might have took the under in that one were probably throwing things off their television screens or computer screens. Upset about that one. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. The count now goes to 1-2 on Tyler Austin. Could probably get your blood pressure going a little bit. As the right-hander again delivers, there's a fastball swung on. It is lifted foul down the right field line, and the count now remains at 1-2 strikes to Austin. On the flip side, the way these 2 starting pitchers have come out of the gate throwing here tonight, maybe it's only going to be a 1-run game. Maybe it's going to be a home run or a solo shot that will be the decider in this one. As the 1-2 is on its way. Fastball swung on. This ball is lifted into deep right field. This ball could be trouble. Moving back onto the warning track and looking up, and this one is gone. A home run. Opposite field style for Tyler Austin, and that is going to open up the scoring here as the BayStars have jumped out to an early 1-0 lead here in the 4th inning. So that is a 1-0 lead here for Yokohama on the solo shot by Austin, his second hit of the ball game. That'll bring up the third baseman, Toshiro Miyazaki, and the crowd from Yokohama is making their presence felt. That ball left us no doubt there. Our friend Dre in the house tonight says, who is predicted to win? either the game or the series. I predicted the game at the outset. I was going with the BayStars here as the first pitch is a breaking ball to Miyazaki that misses down for a ball. Count is 1-0. But in the series, as our friend Influence points out, the Hawks would be the heavy favorites. There's a fastball swung on. It is lifted foul down the right field line. Count goes even now to 1-1. Miyazaki struck out his first time up against Ishikawa. His futility in the series has continued as he's 1 for 11 against Hawk pitching. So 1 ball and 1 strike as the right-hander delivers. Fastball taken at the knees for a called strike, and now the count goes to 1-2. Miyazaki didn't look like he agreed with the call, but you can see he looks rather confused at the plate. There's a breaking ball swung on. It is chopped foul over on the third base side. The count remains at 1-2. Sometimes you see that with hitters. When things are going well, it looks like the ball's a beach ball. When things aren't going well, the ball looks like it is a aspirin flying up to the plate. So here comes the 1-2 pitch as the right-hander gets his sign, kicks and fires. It is a fastball swung on, grounded over to third. Kurihara fields it off one knee, fires to first. And Miyazaki is gone on a ground out, 5-3 for the second out of the inning. He's going to leave it all up to the right fielder, Koki Kajiwara. And for Kajiwara, he is 0 for 1 tonight, as he had flown out to left his only time to the plate. 5 for 13 on the series. So 1-0 the scoreline as the Tyler Austin home run is the difference in this one. There's a breaking ball taken for a called strike, and the count is 0-1. I was thinking about players that could probably bounce back to the States after this series. There's a breaking ball grounded over to short, fielded by Imamiya. He throws to first. Oh, they had to hurry to get him as Kajiwara is down for the third out of the inning. A ground out 6-3. I'll come back with my thoughts in just a few. But that is going to do it here in the top of the fourth. 1 run, 1 hit. No errors. Nobody left the board. Your score as we move to the bottom half of the fourth, it is Yokohama 1, Fukuoka 0. Stick around, everybody. Appreciate you guys for hanging around here with us on the Last Raps Baseball YouTube channel. Be right back after this.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
We've got ourselves a 1-0 lead for the BayStars on a solo shot off the bat of Tyler Austin. We'll be back in just a few with all the action. Appreciate you for hanging out here with us tonight on the Last Raps Baseball YouTube channel.
Shall we begin? Let's begin now. Let's begin now.
Welcome back, everybody. It is a 1-0 lead here off the bat, courtesy of Tyler Austin. That has got the BayStars off to a early 1-0 lead. I'm not so sure that that's going to be enough to win this one here tonight, but it has certainly got Yokohama out in front here. as that is where it stands right here as we move to the bottom half of inning number 4. Coming to bat will be the 1-2-3 hitters in the order, and the first pitch delivered to Yuki Yanagita is taken for a called strike, and the count is 0-1. Yanagita struck out his first time up, as did everybody that come to bat pretty much against Anthony Kay in the first time through the order. There's a fastball swung on it. It's going to be looped softly into right field. It's going to get down for a base hit. And Yuki Yanagita is aboard with the first hit of the ball game for Fukuoka. And he is broken up. The 9 in a row retired here by Anthony Kay. That is going to bring up the center fielder, Yukio Shudo, to the plate. As Shudo strides to bat, he is 0 for 1 tonight in this one. He struck out of the first inning. 5 for 14 in the series. I wouldn't bat an eye if he would be squaring to bunt here in this situation. He'd possibly give the Hawks an opportunity to give them a couple of cracks to get the leadoff hitter Yanagita home. So here comes the first pitch, and they throw over to first base. You see that a lot in the Japanese game. If they want to see if there's going to be a bunt situation, they like to throw over to first to see if the batter is breaking the hands. They do have the third baseman Miyazaki in on the proverbial grass. There's no grass here on the turf, but he is ahead of the cutout. Here comes the pitch. Shudo does square to bunt. He gets it down. It's a good one, and it is down the line, and it's just going to roll foul as Miyazaki is picking it up in foul territory, and that's going to run the count quickly to 0-1. I'm not so sure he would have had a chance to get Shudo. I still don't know if I like where he's positioned, and he was a little slow off the mark as well, it looked like, but he was able to let that one roll foul, and that is 0-1 here to the center fielder of the Hawks. So Anthony Kay gets himself a new baseball. Our friend Penguin Hunter says, go BayStars. Well, the Tigers are still champs for a few more days. They got to keep loving that. Welcome to the stream, Penguin Hunter. Here's the pitch. Again, Shudo squares to bunt, and that is a breaking ball that misses down, and the count now goes even to 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike here to the center fielder of the Hawks. Even though it is a sacrifice situation, is definitely not an easy out. Shudo does run exceptionally well. As the pitch on the way, instead he swings away and he lifts that one foul over on the third base side. So got to question that. You've got a bunt situation here. You got 1-1, and he swings away and fouls it away. Now the count goes to 1-2. What are we doing over here? Usually I would leave it on until you do your job. So now Shudo in the hole at 1-2. Especially the lefty-lefty matchup here against Anthony Kay. Here comes the 1-2 pitch as Kay kicks and fires. Breaking ball swung on and lifted foul into the seats over on the third base side. The count remains at 1-2. Be one of those moments that you're left scratching your head a little bit. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to Shudo. Runner at first, Yanagita. Nobody out here in the last half of the 4th. Hawks find themselves at a 1-0 deficit right now as the BayStars took the lead in the top of the inning. Kay holds set, now delivers. Fastball just misses outside. Kay wanted that pitch, but the home plate umpire wasn't showing anything here. Looked at that last pitch. That was a good call by the plate umpire, too. It looked like it had ran off the outside corner. Nice frame job by the catcher, Tobashira. So here comes the 2-2 now to Shudo. Diving back. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to Shudo. He's waggling the bat here, waiting on the offering from the lefty Kay. More than likely, the bunt is away here now with 2 strikes on Shudo. Anything to get the ball in play. Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on, chopped softly up the middle, fielded by Mackey. They go to second for one, and the throw's in the dirt, and it gets away from the first baseman, Sano. But a great job there by the catcher, Tobashihira, backing up the play. It's going to go down as a fielder's choice, as that's going to erase Yanagita at second base. So it goes 4-6 in the books. They're not able to turn two. We'll get a look at that one here as well. Mackey flipped it over to Mori. Mori fired it in the dirt, even if the ball was in time, or even if the ball was caught by the first baseman, it wouldn't have been in time to get the speedy Shudo. So Shudo is at first on the fielder's choice. It's going to bring up the third baseman, Ryoya Kurihara. So keep your eyes on Shudo here, as he's got himself a very healthy lead. That's got to be one of the biggest leads I've ever seen. He's got both feet on the green grass, or at least on the green turf. And here's the pitch from K. It's a fastball that misses down. A good stop there by Tobashihira. Not as quickly 1-0 to Kurihara. 1 ball and no strikes. Kurihara 0 for 1 in this one here. He struck out his first time up. K started off on fire, 6 strikeouts through the first 3 innings. As the lefty works himself to the set position, he throws over to first base, and diving back in time is the runner Shudo. Shudo led all the Pacific League in stolen bases. He had 41 this year. He's had himself a very good season. Both feet are on the turf yet again. And here's the pitch, but instead, again, first base, and again, diving back in time is Shudo. Unlike in Major League Baseball, where you can only throw over 2 times, what it does to the base runners is it really takes the sting out of their legs. You throw over to first base, they got to dive back to the bag, get back to their feet, get their lead again, dive back to the bag. You're trying to take that out of them. That is for sure. There's a fastball that misses upstairs. It's now 2-0 to Kurihara. I often think in the last couple of seasons with the rule changes, there almost should be an asterisk. Just as there's asterisks against the, or at least some asterisks should be in place next to the steroid era. Well, here's the stolen base era that we are now entering in. There's a fastball swung on and missed. Count is now 2-1 to Kurihara. That last pitch was at 94 miles an hour, so K losing a little bit of steam here. Have to keep an eye on his velocity. He started the ball game, first couple innings, he was dialing it up to 95, 96 miles an hour. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Fastball swung on, and it is lined and caught by the diving second baseman, Mackey. Oh, what a play by him. He had to dive to his right, makes the grab, and then scampering back to first base was the base runner, Yukio Shudo. That pitch there was hit right on the screws. Kurihara absolutely hammered it, but probably if they weren't in double play depth, that ball might have been through and up the middle. But a nice job and good concentration there by Mackey to haul that one in. That's going to bring up the first baseman, Hotaka Yamakawa. For Yamakawa, he is 0 for 1 tonight. He struck out his first time up, and again, they throw over to first base, and again, getting back in time is the base runner, Shudo. We haven't seen an exceptional move at all yet here from Anthony Kay. It's just been more of token tosses over to first base. If I'm Shudo, I'm sizing him up. I think I want to get off to the races. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses upstairs, and the count is 1-0. Mind you, Yamakawa is in scoring position when he steps into the box, but a base hit here other than a home run with that runner at second base, Shudo is probably likely to score. So here comes the 1-0 pitch as K holds set. Pitch on the way. Fastball swung on. This ball is lined into right field. And, oh my goodness, what a play there by the right fielder, as it was Kajiwara who makes the catch, but it looked like he lost it in the lights. He collapsed to one knee, and he was able to make the grab, and that is going to do it. Yamakawa hits the ball right on the screws, but right to the glove of the right fielder. And that will do it here for the Hawks in inning number 4. No runs in the inning. Got their first hit of the ball game on a Yuki Yanagita single. No errors and 1 runner left to board. We're moving to the top of the 5th. Your score is Yokohama 1, Fukuoka nothing. Hang tight, everybody. We'll be back in just a few right after this. Appreciate you all for hanging in here with us tonight on the Last Raps Baseball YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody. It's going to be the 7, 8, and 9 hitters to come to bat here to face the right-hander Ishikawa, who kicks and delivers a first-pitch breaking ball that misses upstairs to Kaida Sano for ball 1. Sano 1 for 1 tonight. He singled back the second inning, but he was left stranded as there's a fastball swung on, grounded softly over to Makihara at second. Fields it in shallow right field that he throws to first, and that is going to retire Sano on a groundout 4-3. So 1 up and 1 away. That'll bring up the catcher, Yasutaka Tobashira. Well, for Tobashira, he's 0 for 1 tonight. He had runners at the corners with 2 out in the second inning, and he hit a meek little pop-up to the shortstop. He's 0 for 1 here tonight. And the first pitch is a fastball missing up and away, and the count is 1-0. So 1 ball and no strikes. 2 for 11 in the series, as there's a breaking ball that misses outside, and the count now goes to 2-0. Both pitchers here have cruised along pretty good. He swung on another one, grounded over to second. Another one fielded by Makihara, and he throws to first, and Tobashira is gone on a groundout 4-3. Second out of the inning, retired the same way as the first one, and that's going to bring up the shortstop, Kaido Mori. Well, Mori steps to the plate. He's 0 for 1 tonight. He popped out to the third baseman, his only trip to the plate. He is 3 for 11 in the series thus far. And the first pitch is a fastball that catches the inside corner, and the count is quickly 0-1 to Mori. Mori batting from the left side here against the right-hander Ishikawa. As he kicks, and now he squares to bunt, but it's a breaking ball taken for a called strike. Count now goes to 0-2. Mori trying to find any way to get himself on base. As the pitch on the way is a breaking ball that misses in the dirt, and the count goes to 1-2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Game 4 of the BayStars and the Hawks. As the pitch is a fastball swung on, it's grounded over to short. Emamiya has to hurry. He fires and throws to first. And Maury's in the books on a ground out, 6-3. So that was a quick 3-up and 3-down inning here for Yokohama in their half. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left the board. We're moving to the bottom of the 5th inning. Your score is Yokohama 1, Fukuoka no score. Stick around, everybody. We'll be right back in just a few for the bottom of the 5th after this. Appreciate you guys for hanging in. Here is our friend Matt.
Well, you've got to have an ace in the hole, a little secret that nobody knows. Life is a gamble, a game we all play, but you've got to save something for a rainy day. You've got to learn to play your cards right if you expect to win in life. Don't put it all on the line for just one roll. You've got to have an ace in the hole. Yeah.
Welcome back, everybody. We are moving ourselves to the bottom half of inning number 5. It's going to be Kensuke Kondo, Kenta Imamiya, and Taisi Makihara to come to bat here for Fukuoka. The bottom half of the 5th inning. So far in this one here tonight, 1 run, 3 hits, no errors for the BayStars. No runs, 1 hit, no errors for the Hawks. That is where we stand. Roof is closed at the PayPay Dome, as it normally is. We've only seen the roof open 1 time. Friend Titus in the house tonight. He says, hello from the land of the rising sun. How are we doing today? Well, we're doing pretty good. This has been an entertaining affair here, as both of these ball clubs are locked in a pitcher's duel. And Anthony K ready to begin here against the left-handed hitting Kondo. And he delivers a first pitch breaking ball that swung on and missed. The count is quickly 0-1. Our friend God is Great said, yes, it's raining, and it must always rain in Fukuoka because we've only seen the dome open 1 time. Fastball, check swing, and fouled away, and the count now goes to 0-2 on Kondo. No balls and 2 strikes. Have to say, I do like the retractable dome concept. Certainly in Seattle, I've had a chance to enjoy it because rather than just the dome being closed all the time as that fastball misses up and away and the count is 1-2, get the opportunity to enjoy the outdoor air and get to play in the sunlight or in the clear skies, maybe. Fastball misses down. Anthony K, I think, wanted that one back. Count is now 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. You're in the bottom of the 5th inning, as it is a 1-0 ball game. BayStars over the Hawks. Lefty K ready to go here as he's rocking into the windup, and there's a fastball swung on and missed. Kondo's in the books, and by our counts, that is a strikeout number 7 here for Anthony K. That is his first since the 3rd inning. So Kondo is the first one retired, and that's going to bring up the shortstop, Kenta Imamiya. I started to say an inning or so ago about players who could maybe bounce back to the MLB. I don't know if I necessarily would say that Tyler Austin would be a candidate. I think his days in Major League Baseball are well behind him. There's a fastball swung on and fouled away by Imamiya. But I do think Anthony K would be somebody that a lot of teams would be keeping their eyes on. And certainly in our books, whether it be as a starter or a potential reliever, there's a fastball swung on. This ball is lined into left field. It's going to be a base hit. Moving over to get it into the corner is the left fielder, who picks it up and fires it back in. Setsugo got over there. He's not the most fleet of foot, but Imamiya's got himself a one-out double, and now they've got something brewing here to the Hawks. That's going to bring up the second baseman, Taisi Makihara. Anthony Kay gets the baseball back in from the outfield, and he fires that one away. He doesn't want that one anymore. So runner at second, Imamiya. That gets the crowd excited. As Makihara strides to the plate, he's 0 for 1 tonight. He had popped to the shortstop his first time up. Makihara 3 for 7 in the series. Just a reminder, we do have an extended break in between the 5th and the 6th innings. They will have their drinks break. We will get our stretch going here as well. So we will put the music on loop. Hopefully folks will get a chance to enjoy some of that. Get you a chance to get to the washroom or bathroom or restroom. As there's a fastball that misses down, and the count is 1-0 to Makihara. Makihara is a double play candidate if the pitcher K can induce himself into able to get him to roll himself into a double play. Makihara doesn't run as well as he used to. Here comes the 1-0 offering. Fastball swung on and fouled away, but there is the runner at second base, so that wouldn't apply in this situation. But it could if Takuya Kai came to the plate. So 1 ball and 1 strike to Makihara. I have to say that ball that was hit to left field that Setsugo had fielded, if you have somebody else with some wheels, that might have been able to hold Imamiya to a long single, but because of Setsugo not covering the ground, Imamiya was able to leg out himself an extra base hit. So here comes the 1-1 pitch. Fastball misses down, and the count now goes to 2 balls and 1 strike. As we said, we were noting that Anthony Kay was 95, 96 miles an hour in the first couple innings. And now you can see he's lost a little bit of steam. That last pitch checked in at 93 miles an hour. So we'll have to keep an eye on his velocity here through this one. He's at 63 pitches. Here's the 2-1. Fastball swung on, popped up into shallow center field. Moving back is Mackey. He's calling everybody off. He's going to make the catch. The center fielder had collided with him. That is Kuwahara. As he had come a long way, Mackey was calling everybody off. So we almost had a little bit of excitement there. Makihara gone for the second out of the inning, as he is going to be retired for out number 2, and that's going to leave it up to the catcher, Takuya Kai. And for Takuya Kai, well, he is 0 for 1 tonight. He struck out his first time up, but more importantly, he is looking for his first hit of the series. He is 0 for 9. No homers and 1 run driven in. So for those of you who were able to take the under in this one, it was probably the right thing to do through the first 5. As we do have some folks that like to listen in and put their shekels down on the game. Here comes the pitch. Breaking ball waved out and missed, and the count is quickly 0-1 to Takuya Kai. I have to say, Kai is one of my favorite players to watch defensively. He really is outstanding behind the plate. He is like a cat. Pounces on the ball, has got very quick feet. I don't want to compare him to Hall of Famer Pudge Rodriguez, because Pudge was in a class by himself in a lot of ways. But he has some elements of his game that would be that of the former great major leaguer, Ivan Rodriguez. There's a breaking ball that is swung on and missed. The count now goes to 0-2. Swinging the bat is probably not a comparison, but defensively, he is a wizard behind the plate. So no balls and 2 strikes to Takuya Kai. Runner at second is Imamiya. 2 gone here in the 5th. Gets himself settled back in the box. The Fukuoka fans on their feet in certain parts of the arena. as they are cheering their team on. Here comes the 0-2 offering from Anthony Kay. He kicks and delivers. It's a fastball down. A nice stop there by the catcher, Tomashihira, to keep that one in front of him. It's going to run the count now to 1-2. I don't know if Anthony Kay would be one of the more easier pitchers to catch. He has spiked some balls into the ground. He has, being a left-hander, always having to backhand a lot of those pitches that are running from the catcher's right to the catcher's left could make it very difficult. So 1-2 strikes as the lefty works himself to the set position. Here comes the pitch. Fastball misses outside, and the count now goes to 2-2. So 2-2 strikes. This game here has had some pretty good tempo and pace to it. Up to this point, we don't want to be the kiss of death. As the 2-2 pitch is now slated to come to Kai. Kay holds set, checks the runner at second. Now he steps off, and retreating back to the bag is the runner Imamiya. And we'll do the 2-2 pitch here again between Kay and Kai. Crowd in good form here in Fukuoka, cheering their home side on. They are the heavy favorites, as we talked about earlier in the stream. As the 2-2 is ready to come here. As Kay checks the runner yet again. Pitch on the way. Slow breaking ball swung on, chop foul over on the third base side. As it is fielded in foul territory by Miyazaki, and the count remains at 2-2. So 2-2 strikes. Anthony Kay has cruised so far here tonight through his first 4 2/3 innings. Pitch number 70 on the way here to the right-handed hitting Kai. As Kay gets the sign from his catcher Tobashira. And now he works himself to the belt. He checks the runner over at second. And the 2-2 on the way. Pitch coming. Breaking ball misses inside. It's going to run the count now to 3-2 on Takuya Kai. I still think that no matter what, you want to make Kai put the ball in play here. I'm going to take my chances with him all day long. He's going to have to beat you. I harken back to game 1 when Yokohama had walked Kai to face Kohei Arihara, who then stepped up and drove home 2 runs with a base hit. So it's not the pitcher hitting in the 9 spot, but certainly you want to take your chances here with Kai. Here comes the pitch. 3-2 on the way. Fastball, check swing, foul. Came inside on Kai, almost hit him. Keeps the count at 3-2. It's turned into quite the battle here, as it's going to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. So 3-2 strikes to Kai. Hawks are looking for their first run of the evening, as their bats have been quieted here tonight. And probably a little disappointing for the home crowd as well, as they would have expected that the Hawks would have been putting up some numbers here at home. There's a fastball swung on. It's lifted foul over on the first base side. The count remains at 3-2. And pitch number 9 will be forthcoming to the right-handed hitting catcher of the Hawks. Kay gets himself a new baseball to rub it up. 72 pitches now, and Ironically, over 10% of them here in this one at bat to Takuya Kai. 4 times tonight, Kei has gone full on hitters. He's only faced 17 of them tonight, so almost 25%. And now he steps off the backside of the rubber and do this all over again. So again, 3 balls and 2 strikes to Takuya Kai. Digs himself back in. There hasn't been any pitches really over the middle of the plate. They've been down, they've been outside, they've been inside, they've been up. But Kei has left nothing to chance over top of the plate. Here comes the offering here again to Takuya Kai. Again, looks at the sign. As the left-hander checks the runner at second base. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball swung on, grounded over to third. Fielded by Miyazaki. He fires to first. And that is going to do it as Kai's going to ground out to end the inning. And that means we're going to be taking our little break here as well. No runs in the inning. There was a hit. There was no error, and there was 1 runner left aboard. We are now through 5 complete. Your score is the Yokohama DeNA BayStars 1 and the Fukuoka Softbank Hawks no score. Stick around, everybody. We got our extended break here in between the innings, and we will go get ourselves a refresh on our drinks. We'll be back in just a few. 1-0 is your scoreline. We'll be back in a bit. Welcome back, everybody. We're going to be moving to the top of the 6th inning, and the first two pitches are a ball and a strike here to the leadoff hitter, Kuwahara. 1 ball and 1 strike it is. As we are back to the live action, there's a breaking ball swung on and chopped foul right at the plate. The count runs to 1-2, so 1 ball and 2 strikes. Kuwahara tonight is 0 for 2. He is grounded to short, and he has lined out to right field in his 2 trips to the plate. He is now 5 for 16 in the Japan Series. As he bats from the right side here against the right-handed throwing Ishikawa. Pitch on the way. It is a fastball swung on. It is grounded through the left side of the infield. That would be a seeing eye single here as Kuwahara is aboard. And that is going to bring up the second baseman, Shugo Maki. So I really wouldn't expect into this position here. And actually, that last pitch was a fastball, but it was of the split finger variety. As that ball had just enough to get by the third baseman. Maki striding to the plate here. I would not expect the bunt situation here. If anything, maybe Kuwahara off to the races to try to steal a bag. He's got both his feet on the green turf as well, much like Yukio Shudo did. As the first pitch to Maki has a breaking ball that drops in for a called strike. If you were going to run, that would have been the pitch to run on. As that pitch there was a soft one floating up to the plate. So no balls and 1 strike to Maki. Maki's had a pretty solid game defensively. He made a couple of nice plays so far in this one. As he takes a fastball for a calls, or check that for a ball upstairs. Count goes to 1-1. For sure, the home plate umpire was going to go up with the right hand on that one, but not in his mind. Here comes the 1-1 pitch now to Maki. As he kicks and delivers, there's a fastball swung on and missed. The count now goes to 1-2. Last pitch was at 91 miles per hour from Ishikawa. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to the second baseman of the BayStars. Right-hander gets his sign from Takuya Kai, but instead flips it over to first, keeping the runner Kuwahara honest. Offensively, it's been a struggle for Maki in this series. He's 2 for 15 so far. He does have a couple of RBIs, but they need his bat to get going. There's a breaking ball swung on it, has popped up softly. Retreating back into the shallow right field is the second baseman, Makihara, who makes the catch. It's going to retire Maki for the first out of the inning. Got to have some more production from Shugo, that's for sure. So 1 gone here, and that is going to bring up the left fielder, Yoshi Tsutsugo. And for Tsutsugo tonight, he is 0 for 2. He has a ground out and a strikeout to his name. 2 for 11 in the series. BayStar fans are on their feet. The traveling supporters urging their team on here. They throw over to first base, and diving back in time is the runner Kuwahara. You got to think that this would be an opportunity for the BayStars to try to steal a bag here. You've got the lead. With the next 2 hitters coming to bat. Again, they throw to first, and again, diving back in time is Kuwahara. This would be a grand opportunity to be able to take yourself a base. Right-hander against the left-hander. The righty again, Ishikawa throws over to first base, and again, diving back in time is the base runner Kuwahara. Yoshi Tsutsugo batting here. Looking for his first hit of the night. There's a fastball that misses outside. Count is quickly 1-0 to Tsutsugo. Good hitters count here. If anything, if they maybe don't choose to straight steal, maybe a hit and run might be on the docket. Good pitch here to be able to do that with. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball taken for a called strike, and the count now goes to 1-1 on Satsugo. Tyler Austin is looming on deck. He has a couple of hits in this one here tonight, including a home run for the only run of the ball game thus far. So 1-1 strike as the pitch is on the way. It's a fastball swung on. It's lifted foul into the seats over on the third base side, and the count now goes to 1-2. So 1-2 strikes. Again, Satsugo settles himself in, batting from the left side here against the right-hander Ishikawa, as he gets his sign from Kai. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball misses inside. The count now goes even at 2s to Satsugo. As I said before, earlier in the game, Ishikawa is a totally different pitcher when there's a runner on base. Nobody on base, he gets the ball and can't get rid of it quick enough. When there's a runner on base, he really takes his time. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball swung on and hit foul down the first baseline. Ball boy is going to have to get it on the ricochet as he runs into right field to get it. So 2-2 strikes. It remains to Satsugo. His action in the bullpen, as it is Ogata up and throwing for the Hawks, as Ishikawa is at 89 pitches right now. And the pitch on the way, it is a breaking ball swung on and missed. Satsugo's in the books. He's gone for the second out of the inning. That's the second time tonight he's gone down on strikes. And that looks like it is going to be it. Possibly here for the starting pitcher. Yeah, it looks like the manager is coming to take the ball. We're going to have ourselves a pitching change, as that is going to be the end of the night here for Ishikawa. He works himself 5 2/3 innings. He is responsible for the runner at first. It is going to be Tyler Austin coming to bat when we come back in just a couple moments, as the right-hander Ogata is completing his warm-up tosses. Hang tight, everybody. We're going to go grab ourselves another drink. But we've got ourselves 2 gone here on the top of the 6th inning. We'll be right back after these. Welcome back, everybody. We are moving ourselves here to a pitching change, and we'll be back in just a couple moments. It is the Hawks and the BayStars, 1-0 for Yokohama, top of the 6th inning. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back, everybody. Shuto Ogawa and his 2.31 ERA from the regular season are making an appearance here on the mound. The right-hander is 25 years old. As he's completing his warm-up tosses, he's going to be entrusted to have to face Tyler Austin, who has got 2 of the 3 hits tonight. Check that, 2 of the 4 hits tonight if you include the one here in this inning. For the BayStars, he's got a single and a home run. He has the only run here tonight, as he's batting here in the 6th inning with 2 gone and 1 aboard. So a high leverage situation here for Ogata, as he's going to be entrusted to try to retire the American designated hitter of the BayStars. So Austin steps in. He's waggling the bat as the right-hander Ogata gets his sign from his catcher Kai, but instead he fires over to first, and diving back in time is Kuwahara. Probably a good decision. Usually what happens sometimes is when the pitchers come into the ball game, they forget all about the runner. They're so laser focused on the hitters that they throw over to first base. That's a smart decision there for the right-hander, as he works himself to the set position. Here comes the pitch. Fastball taken for a called strike at the belt, and the count is quickly 0-1 to Austin. Austin in the series is 4 for 7. It was the first game of the series where he fouled that ball off his left foot. Ended up missing the second game of the series. He did play a role as he was the designated hitter in game 3. This is actually perfect for him. He doesn't have to play in the field. There is a split finger pitch swung on and missed. Count now goes to 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes to Tyler Austin. And one would have to think he's going to be up for a steady diet of slop here from Ogata. BayStars crowd are cheering their hero on as he gets in the box here, ready to face the offering from the right-hander. Ogata works himself to the set. Here comes the 0-2, but instead he flips it over to first, and diving back in time is Kuhara. Yeah, a little surprised that the BayStars haven't challenged Takuya Kai. I know Kai's an excellent defensive catcher, but even in some of these situations here, if you're not going to bunt them over, you've got to get them over somehow into scoring position. So here comes the 0-2 as the right-hander gets the sign yet again. Works himself to the chest. Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on and missed, and Austin is gone on 3 pitches. Ogata comes in and does his job. They strand a runner at first base, but the BayStars, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left the board. We're moving to the bottom of the 6th inning. Your score is Yokohama 1, Fukuoka no score. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back in just a few. Appreciate you guys for hanging in here with us on the Last Raps Baseball YouTube channel.
Hello, this is Eric Fox, formerly of the Oakland A's and Texas Rangers baseball teams. If you want to learn about Japanese baseball, see Coach Fred of Last Raps Baseball. If you want baseball instruction, see Coach Fred. If you want to learn about golf, do not go to Coach Fred. Fred, what kind of club is this?
At Last Raps Baseball, we know baseball.
That's right, everybody. We're moving to the last half of inning number 6. It is 1-0 for the BayStars as they're clinging to their lead. We'll be right back in just a few. Welcome back, everybody. We are going to be moving ourselves to the bottom half of the 6th inning, and slated to come to bat is the 9, 1, and 2 hitters in the batting order. That would be Sasagawa, then the top of the order of Yanagita and Shudo. Nice job there by Ogata to come in and retire the only batter he faced in Tyler Austin on 3 pitches. That is some high leverage pitching there by the right-hander. Ogata came in and took care of business. So Sasagawa tonight, as we said, slated to bat here 0 for 1. He had grounded to third his only time up, as the left-hander K rocks into the windup and delivers. It's a breaking ball that misses down, and the count is quickly 1-0. So 1 ball and no strikes. Sasagawa getting his first action of the Japan series here in this one. A little surprising that they would put the left-handed hitter in against the lefty. Welcome to the NPB, son. There's a breaking ball that misses down and away, and the count now goes to 2-0. So 2 balls and no strikes. 75 pitches for the American right-hander so far in this one. As one would expect that maybe he goes another inning after this. There's a fastball swung on and lined past the glove of the shortstop, Mori, into left field. So who are we to say? Sasagawa has got himself a base hit as he gets a round of applause from the Fukuoka faithful, a leadoff single here. That's going to bring up the top of the order in Yuki Yanagita. So the question will be just by the outstretched arm of Mori, not that far away. Wonder if you're going to have to think about bunting some of your players. Obviously, Yanagita is not necessarily in a position where you would want him to bunt. He's 5 for 15 in the series. He's one of your better hitters. I haven't seen Yanagita do a lot of bunting over the last few years when we've been watching the NPB regularly. There's the first pitch from K and no sign there. There's a fastball swung on and is lifted into deep left field. Moving back to the warning track and making the catch is Satsugo as he fires it back in. Retreating back to first is Sasagawa. Yanagita sent it a long way, just not far enough. And he is going to be gone for the first out of the inning, and that'll bring up the center fielder, Yukio Shudo. And for Shudo, he is officially 0 for 2 tonight. He has struck out and bounced himself into a fielder's choice. So Shudo digs himself in the batter's box here, hitting from the left side against the lefty K. As he kicks and delivers, there's a fastball swung on it, is pop foul into the seats over on the third base side. No balls and 1 strike to Shudo. Kurihara to follow here in inning number 6 for the Hawks. Should Shudo not find himself grounding or lining into a double play. Here comes the 0-1 pitch as the lefty instead throws over to first base, and diving back in time as the runner Sasagawa. I really don't have a whole lot of book on Sasagawa. I didn't expect them to be in the lineup. Lineups were announced a little bit late. Usually they're within the hour before the game, but this one was about 25 minutes before the first pitch that they had announced the starting lineups. Here's the pitch from K. Fastball. There goes the runner down to second, and the throw is not going to be in time. Sasagawa is going to get himself a stolen base. That is an important base here for the Hawks. Now they got a couple of cracks to try to bring them home. Throw wasn't even close. He got a huge running jump off the pitcher K as he slid himself into second base. That last pitch to Shudo was a ball. The count is 1-1 to him. So Sasagawa now in scoring position at second base as the lefty K works himself to the set position. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball down. Nice stop there by the catcher Tobashira. 2 balls and 1 strike now to Shudo. I have to tell you, the runner at second base, Sasagawa, he looks like he wants to take third. He was bouncing around all over the place there. Enough of Anthony K. So 2 balls and 1 strike to Shudo. Waiting on deck is Ryoya Kurihara. Here comes the 2-1. Pitch on the way. Fastball misses upstairs. It's now 3-1. So as I mentioned before, we're keeping an eye on the velocity of Anthony K, and certainly looks like in this situation that he has lost some velocity. I would think at 81 pitches, the alarm is probably going off in the bullpen right now. This might be, if it's not the last hitter, I would think that Kurihara could be the last hitter K would face. So here comes the 3-1 pitch as K gets the sign from his catcher Tobashira. Checks the runner at second. 3-1 on the way. Fastball taken on the outside corner for a called strike, and the count now goes to 3-2 on Shudo. One nothing scoreline here as the Hawks are trailing the BayStars in the 6th inning. But I have to tell you, there's no action in the Yokohama bullpen right now, so that's interesting as well. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses down. It's going to be ball 4, but that might get some people up in a hurry. That is the first base on balls issued by Anthony Kay here tonight. That's going to put runners at first and second. It's going to bring the catcher Tobashira out to the mound to have a talk with his left-hander. It's going to bring Ryoya Kurihara to the plate, who is 0 for 2 tonight. We've got a full-on conference on the mound of the BayStars as the pitching coach has made his way out with the interpreter. I don't think you really need an interpreter in this situation to know the situation. He's got to be able to fill the zone up with some strikes, maybe induce a double play ball. So that conference of BayStars is over. They are in double play depth up the middle. The corners are playing a little bit deep here as Miyazaki is behind the bag at third. And so too is the first baseman Sano as he is positioned behind the base runner at first. Probably not even thinking a chance that Kurihara in this spot would even be thinking of trying to drop a bunt down. They are keeping the runner at second close as Kay kicks and delivers. Fastball taken for a called strike, and the count is 0-1 to Kurihara. This is all Anthony Kay right now, one would have to think. He's going to have to try to bring this one in here for the BayStars. This is what you bring the American players, or the Latin players or the North American players over. They got to produce. This is as big a stage as Anthony Kay has probably been on in his professional career. Here's the pitch. It's a fastball swung on, lifted foul into the seats over on the third base side. The count now is 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes. Tomorrow's Game 5 will be a 6 o'clock start in Japan. For those in North America, that means it's going to go off at 2 a.m. Pacific or 5 a.m. Eastern. So no balls and 2 strikes to the batter Kurihara. Here comes the pitch. Kay kicks and delivers. Fastball swung on and fouled away, and the count remains at 0-2. 2 gone here in the 6th inning. As now finally the BayStars have a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. We didn't quite catch the number there, but it does look like it is number 53, Hayate Nakagawa. That's exactly who it is. So no balls and 2 strikes to Kurihara as Kay gets the sign from his catcher Tobashira. And now he kicks and delivers. It's a breaking ball. It misses down and away. Great stop by the catcher, who now asks for time, and that's going to run the count to 1-2. Our Filipino friend says the BayStars are really proving at how resilient they are in this situation, and that is for sure. But I have to say, I think that they may be a little bit late in getting their bullpen up, as Kay is trying to wiggle himself out of this jam. It's really the first difficulty he's had here tonight. He's only allowed 2 hits. And up until this point, nobody has gone past second base. There's a breaking ball swung on and lifted foul into the seats on the third base line, and the count remains at 1-2. So if you guys are stopping back in tomorrow night, it'll be 2 a.m. Pacific, as we said, for the first pitch, or 5 a.m. Eastern. So hopefully you guys can join us for more action. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to Kurihara. Runner at second is Sasagawa. Runner at first is Shudo. And here comes the 1-2. Fastball swung on and another one fouled away. That one was coming under the hands of Kurihara. He was able to battle that one off, and this battle continues. I think if Anthony K can pull the string here on Kurihara, this might be able to finish him off, as he has pounded him inside quite a bit, but he hasn't been able to put him away just yet. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. And we wait. Here comes the pitch, as the lefty works himself to the set. Checks the runner at second. Pitch on the way. Breaking ball swung on, grounded over to first. Nice play there by the first baseman Sano, but he's only going to be able to make the play at first base. The runner Sasagawa will advance to third. Advancing to second is Shudo. That's going to be a ground out to 3 to erase Kurihara. Slated to come to bat is Hotaka Yamakawa. I'd be shocked if they pitched to him. I think I'd put him on to take my luck with Kondo with a lefty-lefty matchup. But we'll see what the BayStars have in mind. This could be a turning point in the ball game here. So Hotaka Yamakawa stepping to the plate. He is 0 for 2 tonight, a strikeout and a lineout to right field. They got the open base over at first, so you'd think that they're going to try to nibble with him here. As the first pitch here is ready to come from Anthony K. They're not going to put him on. Pitch on the way. Fastball swung on. This ball is lifted into straightaway center field. And this is going to do it. On one pitch, they've retired Yamakawa and is caught by the center fielder Kurihara. And K is able to get himself out of the jam for out number 3. No runs in the inning. There was a hit, no errors, and 2 runners left aboard. Your score as we move to the top of the 7th inning, it is Yokohama 1 and Fukuoka no score. Stick around, everybody. Back in just a few. The back third of the ball game is just around the corner. We'll be here to bring it to you when we return. Appreciate you for listening in here tonight on the Last Raps Baseball YouTube channel.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Namaste. Hey, I hope you guys have been enjoying the game. My name is Hollis. I've got a YouTube channel called Another Hollis Build. I love baseball cards. I open up brand new product for you guys. I open up old stuff. I do breaks. I do auctions. All kinds of stuff concerning baseball. I'm Friars faithful, Padres to the end. I also love Garbage Pail Kids and my animals. I have a ton of animals. It's like a mini petting zoo here around my house. I also love my city. San Diego, baby. I'll take you all around the city and show you what's up. If you guys dig stuff like that, cruise on over and check it out. It's Another Hollis Build. If you dig it, subscribe. I'd really appreciate to have more follow me along on the journey. Hey, either way, you guys have a wonderful day or a beautiful, beautiful evening. No matter which one it is, make sure that you make it great, my friends. Big up Last Raps Baseball. Yeah, Freddie, let's go. One love and peace. Yeah, man.
Welcome back, everybody. It is going to be the 5, 6, and 7 hitters slated to come to bat here for Yokohama in this one. That means it's going to be Toshiro Miyazaki, Koki Kajiwara, and Kaito Sano, as they will be ready to go. I'd be curious. We'll keep our eye on K to see if he's going to come back out for a 7th. I'd be shocked, but it is Japanese baseball, so you never know, as they can run their guys out to well over 100 pitches. Well, Miyazaki striding to the plate, and the first pitch from Ogata is a fastball that misses down for a ball, and the count is 1-0. Miyazaki tonight is 0 for 2. He has struck out and grounded to third in his 2 trips to the plate. 1 for 12 in the Japan series, as the pitch on the way is a fastball swung on. This ball is belted into deep left field. This ball is trouble, and this ball is going to be gone. A home run for Miyazaki, as he's going to double the lead here for the BayStars. in inning number 7. So Miyazaki with a solo shot. Those have been the runs here tonight. A solo shot from Austin and now a solo shot off the bat of Miyazaki. And it has extended the BayStars lead to 2-0 here in the top of the 7th inning. Unbelievable. And the crowd from Yokohama is in a frenzy. And why wouldn't they be? They're not expected to be in this series after a 2-0 deficit at home. Now they come right back to Fukuoka and they want to put their stamp on this one. There's a first pitch fastball delivered to Kajiwara. Kajiwara that is swung on and missed. The count is 0-1. Kajiwara is 0 for 2 tonight. He's flown to left and he has grounded to short. As the pitch is a breaking ball that misses outside and the count is 1-1. Our friend Joe says he still has faith in the Hawks. It's still a long series. They have a very deep ball club, but there's a fastball swung on his chop softly over to short. Imamiya fields it, throws on the run, and he's not going to be able to get the speedy Kajiwara as he's able to leg it out. We're going to see if they're going to go up and have a look at this one. Personally speaking, on first glance, I think he did beat it out here on the infield. But we'll get a look at the replay. We'll see if we saw something different. The umpires are going to go under the hoods. And they're going to go have a look at this. We'll get a look at the replay ourselves. That last pitch actually was a split finger fastball. It was chopped. It was a tough play by Imamiya. He had thrown on the run. Ooh, boy, it was maybe closer than I thought it would be. I thought he beat it out safely. We're going to have to get a different angle on it. Well, it's pretty good for the Hawks to have to challenge. We're going to get a different angle here. Oh, boy, I think they're going to come up with the right hand. I think they're going to call him out. No, they called him safe. Oh, boy, I thought a couple of those angles. Well, tip your hat to the first base umpire. He got the call right. It's going to be an infield single here for Kajiwara. It's going to bring Kaida Sano to the plate. As they've got a runner at first with nobody out. Sano 1 for 2 here in this one. We'll see if he's going to square around and bunt. And already you can see that he is getting himself in position to do so. But let's see what they have up their sleeve here. Ogata holds set. He throws over to first base and diving back in time as the runner Kajiwara. So Sano 1 for 2 tonight. Single and a ground out in his 2 trips to the plate. A 2-run lead is a little more healthier than a 1-run lead. Now Sano swings away. And the fastball is lifted down the left field line. He can see that he is disappointed in that one. He wants that one, wanted that one back. No balls and 1 strike. Ishikawa gave up the solo shot in the 4th inning to Tyler Austin, and Miyazaki with a leadoff home run here to start the 7th off of Ogata have been the 2 runs tonight in this one. As the right-hander works himself to the set position, here comes the 0-1 offering. Ogata delivers fastball, take it for a strike. There goes the runner, and it's not going to be in time as that's going to be a stolen base by Kajiwara. As he's got himself now into scoring position. It's no balls and 2 strikes to Sano as he took that one right down the heart of the plate. It was center cut. Good jump there by the runner. A good stop there by Imamiya to have to come up in front of the base to have to make the grab on that one. So no balls and 2 strikes to Sano. Anything here in this situation, a rollover to the right side would do the job to advance the runner. So here comes the pitch from the right-hander Ogata. He holds set, now delivers. Fastball swung on and missed. Oh, Ogata was lucky because he did not hit his spot. They wanted to go up in the zone, and he ended up with a belt-high fastball on the inner half of the plate. I think Sano wants that one back as well. He's gone for the first out of the inning, and that'll bring up the catcher, Sataka Tobashira. Well, for Tobashira, he is 0 for 2. And this one here tonight, he's popped to short and he is grounded to second. The second inning, when he popped to short, he had runners on the corners. It was a potential impact at bat, and all he could do is lift a weak pop up to the shortstop. Here comes the first pitch from Ogata. Fastball just misses off the inside corner, and the count is quickly 1-0. Runner at second is Kajiwara. There is one gone here. BayStars have pushed a second run across the board with the leadoff home run by Miyazaki, as they now enjoy a 2-0 lead. They do have the open base, but you're at the bottom part of the batting order. Take your chances here with these hitters. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball misses outside. It's now 2-0. So 2 balls and no strikes. BayStars fans are in good form here as they have themselves a 2-0 lead. Tobashira waiting here on the 2-0 pitch. Got to hold set. Here's the offering. Fastball taken for a called strike, and the count now goes to 2-1. There's not been a lot of traffic on the base paths here tonight, but 2 hits in the inning here for Yokohama. They've had 6 hits in this one. On the flip side, the Hawks have only had 3 in their first 6 innings of coming to bat. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses inside. It's now 3-1 to Tobashira. Not the end of the world if they walk him here. It would set up a forced situation, a potential double play. But I'm sure if you ask the Hawks, they'd rather attack the hitters here in this situation at the bottom part of the order. So 3 balls and 1 strike to Tobashira as the right-hander holds set. And here comes the pitch. Breaking ball misses up and away. It's going to be ball 4. Tobashira's got himself a walk. That's going to put runners at first and second. And it's going to bring Kaita Sano to the plate, and it's going to bring the pitching coach out to the mound. So you've got Kato Mori coming to the plate, who is 0 for 2 in this one. And Ogata, who is getting the conference here. They do have a couple of pitchers up in the bullpen. Sugiyama is throwing. And I'll have to get a look at the other one as well. That would be Iwai is throwing. I believe Iwai is a rookie here. So that conference is over as the second base umpire has broke up the conference. And so for Kaito Mori, he is 3 for 12 in the series, 0 for 2 here tonight, as he has popped to third and grounded to short. So yet another pivotal part of the ball game with runners at first and second and 1 gone. Ogata trying to get himself out of this jam. I have to say, a lot of scoring that has gone on here in the latter part of the ball game. So here comes the first pitch. It's a breaking ball that misses inside, and the count is 1-0. We harken back to game 1 when there was 6 of the 8 runs of the ball game were scored in the 9th. We would expect that there's probably going to be some runs being poured on here. 1 ball and no strikes to Mori. Right-hander Ogata gets his sign from Takuya Kai. As the right-hander works himself to the set, here's the pitch. Fastball swung on, lifted foul into the seats over on the third base side. Count is 1-1 to Mori. That was one of the concerns I would have had with the Fukuoka back end of their bullpen. When you look at last year, it was pretty much automatic with Osuna working the ninth inning. Matsuyama, Fuji would be coming out of the pen. This year here, it's a little bit, I don't want to say in shambles, but it's a bit of a topsy-turvy at times. There's a fastball swung on and lifted foul. That one there was at 94 miles an hour. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Mori. BayStars shortstop has had a pretty steady game here tonight. On the defensive side of things, he's made his plays as needed. Now he's looking to try to help on the offensive side. Here comes the 1-2. Pitch on the way. Fastball swung on. Chop foul just past the first base coach's box. The count remains at 1-2 to Mori. Certainly, if the BayStars can pull off a victory here tonight, that just sets up a whole brand new series. Lots of excitement the rest of the way. Friend D12 in the house tonight. I have to apologize that my Japanese characters I can't help you out on that. But I know we have the odd person in here as well. Here's the pitch. Fastball that is swung on and lifted foul into the seats down the third base line, and the count remains at 1-2 to Mori. But we appreciate everybody who does pop into this stream to enjoy the Japanese baseball. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. As we said, runner at second is Kajiwara. Runner at first is Tobashira. 1 gone here in the inning. 1 run already across the board. It is 2-0 for the BayStars. As the right-hander Okada leans in, gets the sign from his catcher Kai. Here comes the 1-2 as he works himself to the belt. And here's the pitch. Fastball swung on, lined over the head of the pitcher into center field. Shuto fields it. He comes up throwing to the plate, and they're going to stop the runner at third. That's going to load the bases as Mori has got himself a single. Stopping at third is Kajiwara. Stopping at second is Tobashira. And the BayStars have more brewing here in inning number 7, and that is going to bring the manager out of the dugout as he has seen enough. We're going to get ourselves a pitching change. Well, hang tight, everybody. It is bases loaded here for the BayStars. We've got a pitching change coming up here. Appreciate you guys for hanging in here with us tonight. We'll be right back after this. Change in just a moment. We got ourselves a 2-0 game here on the top of the 7th. The bases are loaded. We have a pitching change, and we'll be back in just a couple of moments. Appreciate you guys for hanging in here with us tonight on the Last Raps Baseball YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody. Is a pitching change. Our friend Chris is in the house, and we welcome him. He is listening from the UK. He says, great to have you back and commenting. Missed you earlier in the week. Yeah, a little bit of, we've been busy here with work. Unfortunately, I was saying earlier in the stream, two things going on. Obviously, work is one, and lack of sleep was another. So, and the other piece is we also didn't get a feed for one of the games. That would have been last night. Last night, we didn't get a feed till about the third inning. So it is going to be the top of the order, and Kuwahara coming to bat as he has the bases loaded. Kajiwara is the runner at third, Tomashira at second, and Mori at first. They've got a chance here to potentially blow this one apart with one swing of the bat. But the replacement for Ogata we haven't got quite yet. As it looks like it is number 27. This is Iwai who is on the mound. So thrust into a really tough situation. Here comes the first pitch. Breaking ball drops in for a called strike. The count is quickly 0-1. So no balls and one strike to Kuwahara. Chris says he knows the feeling when it comes to lack of sleep. Yeah, after watching some of the major league stuff, I'm sure that you can appreciate that too. And unfortunately, this doesn't pay the bills, but hopefully it keeps everybody entertained. So here comes the offering from the right-hander who kicks and delivers. There's a breaking ball taken for a called strike. And the count now goes to 0-2 on Kuwahara. Kuwahara does have a single in 3 trips here today. The infield is in for the Hawks as they got to try to cut the runoff at the plate. They can't really afford to let any more runs come across here. Their offense has shown little propensity to do anything here tonight, but they are an explosive group. I think Chris just came in for the Take Me Out to the Ball Game show that we have in between innings of the bottom of the 7th inning and the top of the 7th. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. It is a fastball swung on and grounded foul over on the third base side. Count remains at 0-2 to Kuwahara. Looks like he's going to go back to the dugout. He may have broken his bat on that last swing. So bases full of BayStars, 1 run across the board. It is a 2-0 lead here on the top of the 7th inning. As Yokohama looks to try to add to their lead here. Batting from the right side, Kuwahara. Waiting on the offering from Iwai. As Iwai holds to the set position, here comes the pitch. Breaking ball misses down, and the count now goes to 1-2. They peeled over the first base umpire, but they said that Kuwahara didn't go. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to Kuwahara here. This is the 3rd pitcher used tonight by the Hawks. It's a solid start by Ishikawa. Ogata had come in and did his job by retiring Tyler Austin, but he got himself into a host of trouble here in the 7th. There's the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball swung on and grounded foul just past the bag at third. Oh, a heck of a play there by the ball boy down the left field line, showing his range. Maybe they want to sign him up. So we've got ourselves a 1 ball and 2 strike count here to Kuwahara. Shugo Maki waiting on deck. And I think if you are the Hawks, it is getting into the real tough part of the batting order. Maki, Setsugo, and Austin and Miyazaki. Got to find a way to retire Kuwahara. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. As they kick and deliver, fastball swung on, and it's fouled away. A good piece of hitting there by Kuwahara to battle that one off. Count remains at 1-2. That was a great pitch there by the right-hander, Iwai. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. You got to think that the Fukuoka fans will feel pretty shell-shocked if they drop this one. Go into Yokohama, you win the first 2 games of the series, and you got 3 games at home. You look like you're in cruise control. And the BayStars have shown their resilience, as our Filipino friend said earlier. Able to battle back, certainly last night, and get a chance here tonight. Here's the 1-2. Fastball misses up and away. Count now goes to 2-2. This is turning into quite the battle here against Hawaii. He's already seen 7 pitches as Kuwahara. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. A lot of veteran presence, though, in this Hawk lineup. You think about some of the players who've already lifted trophies. Yuki Yanagita has one of those ones. Veteran presence. There's a fastball swung on. This ball is belted into deep left field, moving back onto the warning track, and this ball is going to be off the wall. That's going to get a pair of runs in, and stopping at third is going to be the base runner Mori, and that is going to be a double off the bat of Kuwahara to extend the BayStar lead to 4-0. 2-run double here from Kuwahara. And they continue to add to the lead. Kajiwara crosses the plate with the 3rd run of the ball game, and then Tobashira comes across for the 4th. Mori is stopping at 3rd, and that will bring to the plate Shugo Maki. Ball was absolutely crushed. Our Filipino friend says if the BayStars win this series, it would be a great story for them. Well, one of the things is when I was in Japan at the end of August, the BayStars weren't even in the playoff picture. The Carp were in first. It was the Tigers. I shouldn't say in the playoff picture. They weren't there at all. But it was the Giants and then the Tigers. But the BayStars on the outside looking in. They've played great baseball really since the end of August as Yokohama. Fastball misses down and away, and the count is quickly 1-0 to Maki. Friend Joe says he's got the over 5.5. Remember what I said earlier, the ball game here, or at least the games, seem to be late scoring for these teams. So they could play the first 6 innings at 0-0, and then all the excitement begins after the 7th. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses down. It's now 2-0 to Maki. They do have the open base, but it is Yoshi Setsugo waiting on deck. The 7th hitter so far to come to plate for the BayStars in this inning. And there's still only 1 away. Influence says the tables are seemingly turned in the series. Yeah, you got a brand new series if this game gets tied up at 2. Sometimes have been guarded on that. There's a breaking ball taken for a called strike, and the count now goes to 2-1 on Maki. They don't always make those announcements sometimes until after the game is completed. So 2 balls and 1 strike as Maki waits here on the offering from Iwai. Here comes the pitch. Kicks and delivers. Fastball swung on, and this is lifted foul over on the first base side. The count now goes to 2-2. BayStars up 4-0 here in the top of the 7th inning. Shugo Maki at the plate. He's 0 for 3 tonight. He is 2 for 16 on the series. And that's another piece. For as poorly as Maki has swung in the series so far, he hasn't really done anything. There's been a couple of players here that haven't done a whole lot for the BayStars, and if we go a little deeper into the series, if their bats wake up, that could be troublesome for Fukuoka. There's a split finger pitch that misses down in the dirt, and the count now runs full to Maki. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. Right-hander reaches for the rosin bag. He gets himself ready to go. Yoshi Satsugo ready to come to bat as he waits his turn on deck. Bases full here for the captain of the Yokohama DeNA BayStars. And here comes the 3-2. Pitch on the way. Split finger pitch. Swung on and fouled away. Boy, I'm not so sure about that one. I want to get a look at that on the replay. But the home plate umpire was emphatic about it. We're going to get a little look at this one. That was a split finger pitch in the dirt. Oh, yeah, I guess he did get a piece. Keeps the count full here to Mackey. Our friend God is Great says many, actually. I'm not sure what you were referring to there because I had taken my eyes off the screen as I was giving you guys the commentary. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. As Shugo Maki waits here. And the right-hander ready to deliver. There's a fastball swung on. This ball is belted, but it's going to be hooked foul down the left field line. Oh, Mackey turned on that pitch. But it is just a long strike, and the count remains at 3-2. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. Runner at third is Mori. Runner at second is Kuwahara, who had the 2-run double to double the lead here for the BayStars in inning number 7. Right-hander holds to the set. Here comes the pitch. Kicks and delivers. It's a breaking ball that comes inside. That's going to be ball 4. Mackey's aboard with a base on balls. That is going to bring up Yoshi Satsugo to the plate. And it's going to bring the pitching coach out of the Hawks dugout on a full-on sprint. The Hawks are still not out of this inning. They've got the bases loaded, only 1 gone. It seems like it has been a parade to the mound from the pitching coach here in the inning. That is going to bring Satsugo to the plate. Satsugo's 0 for 3 tonight. He has struck out twice and grounded out. 2 for 12 in the series. But everybody will forget about that now if he can deliver a knock here. Runners are in at the corner, or the defense is in at the corners. Middles and double play depth. Looking to turn 2 from the Keystone combination. Makihara and Imamiya. BayStar fans giving their full support as Satsugo stands in ready on the first offering here from Iwai. As he works himself to the belt, here comes the pitch. Kicks and delivers. Fastball swung on and lifted foul down the left field line. Count is quickly 0-1. BayStars are hunting for more runs. So no balls and 1 strike to Satsugo. Right-hander against the left-hander. As Iwai works himself to the belt, here comes the pitch. On the way, fastball swung on and lifted foul down the left field line. Count now goes to 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes. So Yoshi Satsugo gets himself set back in. Iwai ready to go. Game really does come to a crawl when we get the base runners on and the relievers in the game. Pitch is on the way. It's a split finger pitch, swung on and missed. Satsugo's down on strikes. He's gone for the 3rd time tonight via the strikeout. He's out for the 2nd out of the inning here in the 7th, and that's going to leave it all up to Tyler Austin. Will be the 9th hitter to come to plate in the inning. So the one thing that's a little bit frustrating is just sometimes how slow the game ends up being. And if you're a BayStar fan, Anthony Kay is up and throwing in front of the dugout. So that's good news for you folks who like Yokohama. If you are a Hawk fan, you'll probably be disappointed because Kay has been cruising so far in this one. So the right-hander Ogata works himself to the belt. Here comes the pitch. Kicks and fires. First pitch is a split-finger pitch, waved at and missed. Count is 0-1 to Austin. Austin's 2 for 3 tonight. He's got a single and a home run. He drove in the first run of the game with that home run, being himself in the 4th inning. He has also struck out. He is 4 for 8 in the series. Bases are full of BayStars, looking to add to their lead. 4-0 here in the 7th. Y holds set. Here comes the pitch. Kicks and delivers. Fastball swung on, lined into left field. It's going to get down for a base hit. That's going to be 1 run in. Here comes the throw to the plate. The play at the plate is in time, and they're going to nail the runner trying to score from second base as Kuwahara is going to be gunned down. We may have a look at this one here before we go. Maybe not. Let's wait and see what the BayStars are going to do. Are they going to challenge? It doesn't look like it, but they've got themselves a single. Tyler Austin has a single and an RBI. He brings home the 5th run of the game. Out at the plate is Kuwahara on the throw from 7-2 on the putout for the 3rd out of the inning. And that is going to do it. Well, we had in the inning, there were 4 runs on the benefit of 5 hits. There was no errors, and there were 2 runners left the board. We're moving to the bottom half of the 7th inning. It is a 5-0 BayStar lead. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back in just a few. Appreciate you guys for hanging out here with us tonight on the Last Raps Baseball YouTube channel. We'll be back after this. Welcome back, everybody. It's going to be Anthony Kay, who is coming back out for another inning of work. It'll be Kensuke Kondo, Kenta Emamiya, and Taisi Makihara to face him as he will begin his 7th inning of work. He had 91 pitches through the first 6 innings. So we'll see if he can get them through another inning here as the first pitch misses down and away for ball 1. God is greatest. Says we should be doing the World Series. Well, not so sure about that. Unfortunately, it is a time issue, and there's a fastball swung on. It is grounded past the diving shortstop into left field, and Kensuke Kondo is aboard with a leadoff single here to begin inning number 7. 5-0 it is here for the BayStars in the bottom of the 7th inning, and just like that, the Hawks are flapping their wings. they want to try to get back into this one, it's going to be Kenta Imamiya coming to the plate. Our friend Chris says he likes that take me out to the ball game montage. Yeah, we got a couple of different ones of those. We're using this one right now. We put another one together we used in the Climax series. I'm going to have to do a little bit more work on that. I kind of like the way it timed out. Had a little bit of fun in doing it, and hopefully you guys will find our humor in that as well. So this brings Imamiya to the plate. And the pitch on the way is a fastball that misses outside, and the count is 1-0 to Imamiya. Imamiya 1 for 2 tonight. He's got a double in 2 trips. He's also struck out. Our friend Influence says, here they come. Yeah, well, the Hawks are not dead yet in this one, but they are running out of outs. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball that drops in for a called strike, and the count is 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. One would have to think that maybe Anthony Kay gets through this inning here, and then they've got a couple of innings to bring it home, especially with a 5-run lead. I mean, there could be some runs in a hurry put up by the BayStars. They do have a couple of changes. It looks like that they have a new center fielder in the ball game for the BayStars. It also looks like Kuwahara has moved over to left field. As the pitch is on the way, it's a fastball swung on. It is lifted into right field. Coming in and making the catch is the right fielder Kojiwara. That is going to retire Imamiya. He hit the ball hard, but right to the glove of the right fielder. And he is retired for the first out of the inning, and that brings Taisi Makihara to the plate. It looks like it is Kazuki Kamizato who is in the ballgame now in center field. That is where they have made their change here. Apologies, I don't know if you caught that little extra bonus that you guys got there. I didn't get to the hot button quick enough. As the pitch is on the way from Kay, it's a fastball taken for a called strike, and the count is quickly 0-1. Makihara, as we said tonight, 0 for 2. He's popped to short and popped to second. It looks like we'll have a pinch hitter on deck here for potentially for the catcher Takuya Kai. That would be Jeter Downs. I've seen Downs in highlights. I know he's played in the series, but I haven't actually seen Downs at all play yet for the Hawks. There's a breaking ball missing down and away, and the count goes to 1-1. Be curious to see what his involvement will be in this game moving forward. Left-hander Kay gets the sign. 98 pitches now for the lefty here. Here comes the 1-1. Fastball misses outside, and the count now goes to 2-1. So 2 balls and 1 strike. I'd like to see what he's got left in the tank here. I missed the last couple of velocities here. What's his fastball running at here in inning number 7? As the 2-1 is on the way, there's a fastball swung on. It is grounded up the middle. Nice play by Mori. He goes to second for 1, but back to first. It's not going to be in time. Nice play there by the shortstop. That's going to be a fielder's choice to erase Kondo 6-4. He's gone for the second out of the inning. Makihara is safe at first. All he can do is talk to himself because what a great play that was by the shortstop. He hit the ball hard. Fantastic play by him. And then a backhand flip to the second baseman, Maki. Maki unable to roll a double play. That's going to bring up the catcher, Takuya Kai. And for Kai, well, I think that is going to be the end of the night for him. I would expect, based on what we witnessed, if that is going to be Jeter Downs coming in to hit for him. Let's see what that announcement is going to be here. It is Downs hitting for Kai, and the first pitch is a breaking ball swung on and fouled away. So obviously there will be a defensive change as well. I'm just curious to see if Jeter Downs would also stay in the game. Be the old double switch. So no balls and 1 strike to Downs. Some old school baseball going on here for Anthony Kay. He's over 100 pitches as the pitch on the way as a fastball swung on it is lifted into right field, coming hard, and there to make the catch over to the foul line is the right fielder, Kajiwara, and that will do it here as Downs has gone for the third out of the inning. The changes coming when we come back. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left the board. We are now moving to the top of the 8th inning. Your score is the BayStars 5, the Hawks no score. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back in a bit. Appreciate you guys for hanging in here with us tonight on the Last Raps Baseball YouTube channel. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back, everybody. It is going to be the top of the 8th inning. It'll be Miyazaki, Kajiwara, and Sano, the slated batters to come to bat. Our friend Chris said he saw Anthony Kay close out one of the games in London last year. As we do have a pitching change here, as it looks like it is going to be the left-hander Matsumoto coming into the ball game. Where is Matsumoto on our list? This is Haru Matsumoto, as he will take over here. And he will be facing Miyazaki, Kajiwara, and Sano. And the first pitch on the way from the left-hander is a fastball that misses up and away, and the count is quickly 1-0. Miyazaki got the party started in the 7th inning with a solo shot to lead off the inning. And then the BayStars proceeded to add 3 more runs as it is a 5-0 scoreline. Fastball misses down, and the count now goes to 2-0. So as we said, Haru Matsumoto, the 4th pitcher used tonight by the Hawks. As the pitch on the way is a fastball, take it for a called strike. And the count now is 2 balls and 1 strike to Miyazaki. Left-hander against the right-hander. And the pitch is on the way. It is a fastball that misses upstairs, and the count now goes to 3-1 on Miyazaki. As we said, we appreciate everybody who has popped in to listen tonight with us. Back on the airwaves again tomorrow, barring that we can get the stream. Fastball swung on and pop foul. Reached the seats behind home plate, and the count runs full to Miyazaki. I do believe we will be able to make that work again, but I have to go and check the broadcast rights to see who is picking up the feeds on this one. Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on, popped up softly into shallow center field. Coming in on it is Shudo, and he's going to be there to make the catch. Miyazaki is going to be retired for the first out of the inning, so 1 up and 1 away. That'll bring up the right fielder, Kuki Kajiwara. But the way this game has been played, or at least over this series, you got to say that it's may not necessarily be safe. Remember that first ball game when the Fukuoka Ball Club had a hard time trying to close out the BayStars in game 1 of the series. Well, it's never over till it's over. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball swung on and lifted foul, and the count is quickly 0-1. As our friend Joe was in here earlier on, he said he had the over 5.5. He just needs one more run to cross the board so he could pump a fist. For a long time there, it was looking like the Tyler Austin home run was going to be the only one. There's a fastball swung on and grounded foul just past the bag at first base, and the count now goes to 0-2 on Kajiwara. Kajiwara's got a hit in 3 trips here tonight in this one. That has been it for him. He is 6 for 15 in the Japan series. And here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fastball misses down and away, and the count now goes to 1-2. First baseman Kaita Sano is awaiting his turn on deck. We'll see how this all shapes up here. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. And Kajiwara is in the books. He's gone for the second out of the inning. That's going to leave it all up to the first baseman, Kaita Sano. And for Sano, he is 1 for 3 in this one. He's got a single in 3 trips. He's also grounded out and struck out. 2 for 13 in the series. Lefty Matsumoto has come in and thus far done his job. But now we got a pinch hitter. It's going to be Mike Ford. Didn't expect to see Ford in the ball game. Here comes the pitch. Fastball taken for a called strike. Welcome to the game, Mike Ford. You get to face a lefty. Lefty versus lefty matchup. 4 for 20 in the postseason here. As the pitch is a breaking ball that misses down. Count goes even at 1-1. So Mike Ford, I wonder if he'll stay in the ballgame at first base. He does have some pop in the stick, does Ford. I remember him in his brief times with the Yankees and also the Mariners. I believe he was also with Cincinnati for a cup of coffee. That breaking ball misses down, and the count now goes to 2-1. He is a big fella, and it'd be nice to see if he could maybe stick somehow in Japan. Fastball misses up and away, and the count now goes to 3-1. Never know how that works out sometimes with these sluggers. They either step in and really adjust and play well. I think of guys like Brandon Laird and Leonis Martin, who had some good years with the Marines, and also in Laird's case, I believe he was with the Fighters as well, as that fastball swung on and fouled away. 3 balls and 2 strikes now to Mike Ford. Ford has a very interesting setup. He's got a very open stance. His right foot is almost outside the batter's box, as then he comes to the balance position, and then there was a fastball that swung on and fouled away, and the count remains at 3-2. Looking ahead to the bottom half of the inning, the Hawks have slated to come to bat Sasagawa, then the top of the order, Yanagita and Shudo. So if they can set the table with them, that might be something different. There's a fastball swung on. This ball is lifted into deep right center field. Giving chase is Shudo. It's going to get down, and it's going to be off the wall. Rounding first and heading into second is Ford, and he's got himself a 2-out double. So Mike Ford keeps the band playing for the BayStars, as he's got himself a 2-out double, and now he's going to get himself a pinch runner to run for him, and it is going to be the catcher Yasutaka Tobashira to come to bat. Nice play there by Shudo. He raced all the way over to the wall. He wasn't going to catch it, so you could see what he did. He slid into the wall to try to make the catch, but he did a pretty good job here. So we'll get you the number of the runner at second base. This is number 00 running for the BayStars. As the first pitch to Tobashira as a fastball swung on and missed. Count was 0-1. Tobashira 0 for 2 tonight. He did walk and score a run, though. Runner at second base is Takuma Hayashi, as he has come on to run for Mike Ford. As the lefty kicks and delivers, there's a fastball swung on it. It has popped up into shallow right field. It's in the Bermuda Triangle area, but it is going to be Makihara over to make the catch. And that is going to do it as Tobashira is gone for the third out of the inning. No runs in the inning. There was a hit. There was no errors, and there was one runner left aboard. By all accounts, that is the end of the night for Anthony Kay. We're going to have ourselves a pitching change when we return after this. Appreciate you guys for hanging with us here tonight on the Last Raps Baseball YouTube channel. I don't know about you guys, but this is where I bite my nails. As we'll be back in just a few. Welcome back, everybody. It is going to be a pitching change here for the Yokohama DeNA BayStars. It is going to be number 20 coming into the ball game, and that is going to be Yuya Sakamoto, as he will take over here for Anthony Kay. Yet another left-hander for Yokohama, as one would be expecting. So Yuya Sakamoto on in relief. And he is going to be slated to face the 9, 1, and 2 hitters for the Hawks, as they will send 4 left-handers to the plate. It'll be Sasagawa, then Yanagita, and away. And the count is quickly 1-0. Our Filipino friend says the BayStars showing the heart of the underdog in today's game. That is for sure. There's a fastball ticket for a called strike, and the count goes even at 1-1. As we said, the BayStars certainly, with their opportunity here to even the series, that'll at least get it back to Yokohama. There's a fastball swung on, grounded over to first, fielded neatly, and that is going to be an easy play at first base. Got to do a double check as Sano is out of the game. Not sure who that is that has come over to make the play. It is Shibata is into the infield as well there. So I'm not sure where they have positioned Shibata. We'll have to get you that there. So a ground out to first. That is going to bring up the top of the order in Yuki Yanagita. I'm just trying to get a gauge here if that is indeed that they've moved Maki over to first, but I missed that one. Quickly, there's a first pitch fastball delivered to Yanagita. Take it for a called strike. Count is 0-1. Yanagita 1 for 3 tonight. He's got a single in 3 trips. He's got one of the 4 Fukuoka hits. Breaking ball misses down, and the count goes even to 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. The lefty kicks and delivers. It is a breaking ball waved at and missed by Yanagita, and the count now goes to 1-2. Nice pitch there by Sakamoto. Scoreline 5-0 here for the BayStars in the last half of the 8th inning. Hawks are running out of outs. Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on. It is lifted into shallow left field. Racing over is the shortstop, and it's not going to be able to get it. Digging around first and heading into second is Yanagita. That's going to be a double as that ball had bled in. So that is what the Hawks needed, is a base runner here. That's going to bring up the center fielder, Yukio Shudo. Shortstop Mori had to go a long way. It was the easier play for him. The third baseman, Miyazaki, was racing out. The left fielder, who was Kuwahara, was racing in, but he was unable to get it as it had just got past his outstretched arm. So that brings Yukio Shudo to the plate, who is officially 0 for 2 tonight. So Shudo steps in. If anything, you'd like to think that the Hawks would want to try to get some momentum going into tomorrow's game. As the left-hander Sakamoto checks the runner over at second, here comes the pitch. As he kicks and delivers, it's a fastball that misses down and away, and the count is quickly 1-0 to Shudo. So 1 ball and no strikes. Left-hander against the left-hander. Sakamoto holds set, now fires. Fastball taken at the knees for a called strike, and the count goes even at 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Have to tell you, that last pitch there, like it was a little bit down in the zone. Nice job there by the catcher to provide the frame to the home plate umpire. There's a breaking ball missing up and away. Count now goes to 2-1 on Shudo. So 2 balls and 1 strike. Pitch. He kicks and delivers. Fastball swung on and fouled away, and the count now goes to 2s on Shudo. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ryoya Kurihara waiting his turn on deck as Shudo batting here with 1 out and a runner on second in the 8th inning. They're cheering their hometown team on. Here's the 2-2. Breaking ball waved at and missed. Tobashihira fields it in front. He's got to get up and throw the ball to first. It's going to go as a strikeout. 2-3 on the putout. Holding at second is Yanagita, and that will bring up the third baseman, Ryoya Kurihara. And for Kurihara tonight, he's had a tough night at the office. He is 0 for 3. He's had a pretty good series. He entered the fray tonight hitting 5 for 10. The 0 for 3 so far tonight, 5 for 13 on the series. Hawks looking to break the ice, get that first run across. Here comes Sakamoto to work. Fastball misses down and away, and the count is quickly 1-0. So 1 ball and no strikes. BayStars enjoying a 5-0 lead here in the bottom of the 8th inning. So we said the Hawks are running out of outs. Fastball swung on and missed, and the count now goes even to 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Otaka Yamakawa waiting his turn on deck. As the lefty holds set, now delivers. Breaking ball waved at and missed, and the count goes to 1-2 on Kurihara. Once this game's done, we'll give you the full roundup of the game here tonight. And then we will call it a night, only to come back to you tomorrow, but a half hour earlier on the start time, as tomorrow's game will go off at 2 a.m. Pacific, 5 a.m. Eastern if you're in North America, or 6 o'clock local time in Japan. Pitch on the way, breaking ball is down. Good stop there by Tobishihira. Count now goes to 2-2. Looking ahead to the ninth inning, the BayStars will send the 9, 1, and 2 hitters to them. They'll try to add on more runs here in this one. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. The lefty kicks and delivers, breaking ball down, squirts away from Tobishihira, as that is going to run the count now full to Kurihara. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. Runner at second, Yanagita, 2 gone here in the bottom of the 8th inning. BayStars with a 5-0 lead. It was a 4-run uprising in the 7th. It has added the runs here in this one. As the left-hander Sakamoto ready to deliver. Here comes the pitch. 3-2 on the way. Fastball swung on, grounded over to short. Fielded by Mori. He throws to first, and that is going to retire Kurihara on a ground out 6-3. And that'll put him in the books for the 3rd out of the inning. No runs in the inning. There was a hit. There was no errors, and there was 1 runner left aboard. We're moving now to the top of the 9th inning. Your score is Yokohama 5, Fukuoka no score. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back in just a few. Appreciate you guys for hanging in here with us tonight on the Last Raps Baseball YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody. We'll be right back in 30 more seconds after this with all the play-by-play. Appreciate you for hanging in here with us tonight. Here's a little merengue to get you waking up. Welcome back, everybody. It's going to be the 9, 1, and 2 hitters to come to bat here, as it will be Yokohama will send, or slated to send, Mori, Kurihara, and Maki to the plate. Our friend Chris says it's 9 a.m. GMT start. The UK's clocks changing a week before the US do work well for the World Series, but with Japan being on the time zone year-round, it means for an earlier start. There is a fastball that misses for a ball. We do have a pitching change here for Fukuoka. As we'll get that one here for you in just a moment as the pitch is on the way. It is a fastball taken at the knees for a called strike, and the count is 1-1. It is Hikaru Kimura who is on the mound. So Kimura is the new reliever as he delivers a breaking ball that misses inside to Mori, and the count is 2-1. The fifth pitcher used tonight as Kimura kicks and delivers. There's a breaking ball taken for a called strike. And the count now goes to 2-2. Kimura had a 1.50 ERA in the regular season for the Hawks. Fastball swung on and lifted foul down the left field line, and the count now is 1-2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. We said we'll try to get the call again tomorrow night. So look for the late night from us, as if we're going to do it again. There's a breaking ball swung on and lifted foul into the seats over on the third base side. Count remains at 2-2. Kuwahara and Maki to follow here. Here comes the pitch to Mori. Fastball misses upstairs. Good take by him, and that's going to run the count to 3-2. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. I have to say our crowd's been pretty healthy for a middle of the night North American time game. There's a fastball swung on. It's lifted into left field. Moving over underneath it with plenty of room is the left fielder is Sasagawa, and he's going to make the catch. Mori's gone for the first out of the inning, and that will bring up the top of the order, Masayuki Kuwahara. Well, and Kuwahara had a big blow in the 7th inning. He knocked home a pair of runs as he had brought home the 3rd and 4th runs for Yokohama. 7 for 18 now in the playoffs. And he's got himself 5 runs driven in. There's a fastball swung on. It is lifted into straightaway center field. It is cut by Shudo. And that is, or is that going to be down? No, it is going to get down for a base hit. My apologies there. I looked like I took my eyes off it and looked like he had a base hit, or looked like he had an out. That is going to be a base hit here for the leadoff hitter, Kuwahara, and that'll bring up Shugo Maki to the plate. Influence says he'll be here tomorrow, and we're glad to have you here. We're getting a little bit tired, too, as it is approaching the 6 a.m. Pacific time here on the West Coast of the United States and Canada. Here comes the offering to Maki. It's a fastball swung on and lifted foul into the seats. Count is quickly 0-1. Maki tonight is officially 0 for 3. He has struck out, grounded out, popped out, and he has drawn a walk. Maki waiting here on the offering from the... It is a split finger pitch, swung on and missed, and the count now goes to 0-2. I have to say, Maki is really having a tough Japan series. He's 2 for 16. Again, the right-hander ready to go again as Kimura rocks himself to the set position. And now he kicks and delivers. It's a split finger pitch, swung on and missed. And that is going to do it here as Shugomaki is gone. He's out for the 2nd out of the inning. And that'll bring up the left fielder, Yoshi Satsugo. Interesting there. I'm a little surprised at the split finger pitch here from the right-hander Kimura, just how the hitters have battled to have to face it. That is, it didn't look at least that devastating. In fact, the ball a couple of times didn't even look like it was going to get the home plate. But yet Shugomaki swinging out of his socks. Try to catch up to that one. So here is Satsugo, who strides to the dish. Or is it Satsugo? Looks like we do have a replacement for Satsugo. I'll have to get that for you in a moment as that fastball misses up and away. It is a pinch hitter for Sugo. Actually, was the defensive replacement. This is Kazuki Kamizato. As the pitch on the way is a fastball swung on. It's grounded over to second. Makihara fields it. He's going to throw it. Kamizawa at first base. It's a ground out 4-3 for the third out of the inning. And that is going to do it here. No runs in the inning. There was a hit, no errors, and there was one runner left aboard. The Hawks are coming to bat for their bottom half of the ninth inning, and we'll be back in just a few with our call. Appreciate you guys for hanging out here with us tonight on the Last Raps Baseball YouTube channel. We'll be right back here in just a few. It is a scoreline of 5-0 for the BayStars as we head to the last half of inning number 9.
Hello, this is Eric Fox, formerly of the Oakland A's and Texas Rangers baseball teams. If you want to learn about Japanese baseball, see Coach Fred of Last Raps Baseball. If you want baseball instruction, see Coach Fred. If you want to learn about golf, do not go to Coach Fred. Fred, what kind of club is this?
At Last Raps Baseball, we know baseball.
Welcome back, everybody. It's going to be the heart of the order to come to bat here for the Hawks. It'll be Yamakawa, Kondo, and Imamiya. Haven't got the confirmation yet on the new BayStar pitcher, but we assume there is going to be one unless they're going to roll Sakamoto out for another inning, which I would find hard to believe. It is going to be a right-hander on the hill. It looks like it is going to be JB Wendelken, but I'll have to get you that here in just a moment. That's exactly who it is. The American JB Wendelken on to try to close this one out. Not a save situation, but the big right-hander is going to take over here. I didn't do my homework on him, but this is off the top of my head. I believe he was with the Astros and the Diamondbacks at different times. Our friend God is Great says he's still listening. We appreciate you for being here. So JB Wendelken in the ball game as he is taking over to face Yamakawa. The first pitch is a fastball that misses down and away. 1 ball and no strikes. I always thought Wendelken was a little taller than what he is. I don't know what he stands. He's very barrel-chested, big, strong fella. Here comes the pitch. Fastball taken for a called strike. And the count now goes to 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike it is to Hotaka Yamakawa. And the pitch on the way, it's a breaking ball taken for a called strike. And now the count goes to 1-2. You see Yamakawa, he kind of stood back. He was a little amazed by that pitch. It was a bit of a backdoor breaking ball that hung inside. So 1 ball and 2 strikes from the big fella. As the pitch is on its way, it is a changeup that is swung on and missed. Yamakawa down on strikes. He's in the books for the first out of the inning. It's going to bring up the designated hitter, Kensuke Kondo. Some good pitching there by Wendelken. Able to retire the first batter here. So Kensuke Kondo to the plate. He's 1 for 3 tonight. Single in his 3 trips. He is 3 for 6 in the Japan Series. As the right-hander holds to the set, here's the pitch. That is a changeup that drops in for a called strike. The count is quickly 0-1. Saw this crazy stat in Major League Baseball that Tommy Kahnle had thrown something like 45 consecutive changeups. Well, maybe JB Wendelken will do something similar. There's a breaking ball swung on and fouled away right at home plate, and the count is now 0-2 to Kondo. So no balls and 2 strikes. Kondo looking to try to find a way to get on base here to keep the night going here for the Hawks. As the right-hander Wendelken kicks and fires, fastball misses upstairs. Count now goes to 1-2. It's the 4th game of the Japan Series as the BayStars and the Hawks are soon to be tied at 2 if this score will hold. So it sets up at least a pair more games still to be played. Here's the pitch. Split finger pitch, swung on and missed, and Kondo's in the books. Back-to-back strikeouts recorded by Wendelken, and that is going to leave it all up to the shortstop Kenta Emamiya as the Hawks are down to their final out. So Kenta Emamiya strides to the plate. He's 1 for 3 in this one here tonight. Wendelken had 8 pitches to retire the first 2 batters. As the right-hander delivers, split finger pitch misses down, and the count is quickly 1-0 to Kenta Emamiya. Emamiya on the series is 5 for 15. No homers and a couple of runs batted in. As Wendelken holds himself to the set position, here comes the pitch. And that is a fastball swung on and fouled away down the left field line, and the count now goes to 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike to Kenta Emamiya. BayStars are in a much more jovial mood than they were after games 1 and 2 of this series. 1-1 on the way. It is a fastball swung on, grounded softly up the middle, fielded by Mori. Throws to first, and that is going to do it. Emamiya grounds out to his opposite number to end the ball game. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left the board. I'll come back and wrap it up for you here in just a moment. Appreciate you guys for hanging in here with us tonight on the Last Raps Baseball YouTube channel. Your final score, 5-0 for the BayStars. We have a brand new series on hand here. We'll be back in just a few after this. Appreciate you guys once again. Welcome back, everybody. We'll give you the roundup here, and then we'll call it a night, and we'll do it all again tomorrow night. Scoring in this one here began in the 4th inning with Tyler Austin hitting a 1-out solo shot to open the scoring for Yokohama. It was 1-0. Then the BayStars got all the rest of their runs in inning number 7. A leadoff home run by Toshiro Miyazaki made the scoreline 2-0. And then it was Koki Kajiwara with a base hit single. He stole second. It was kind of Sano ended up striking out. And a walk to Yasutaka Tobashira and a single by Kaito Mori ended up loading the bases. And then up step to the plate, the center fielder Masayuki Kuwahara, and he smoked a 2-run double to increase the scoreline to 3-0. After a walk to Shugomaki that ended up loading the bases, Yoshi Satsugo struck out, and then Tyler Austin stepped up and drove home another run, and that ended up being the final score of 5-0. Once again, everybody, we appreciate you guys for hanging in here with us tonight on the Last Raps Baseball YouTube channel. We'll be back on again tomorrow night, 2 o'clock Pacific, 5 a.m. Eastern. Hopefully you guys can make it in and join us as well. We hope you all have a great night or an early morning, depending upon where you're at, and we will see you guys again on the flip side. Have a great night, everybody.